as if the skies themselves were battling as lightning and thunder lanced through the sky, driving wind and rain to a small boat in which two smugglers, a man and a woman, were huddled against the weather, desperately trying to keep their boat from smashing on the rocks on either side of the strait that they were in. Above them, the Palace of Aratai, illuminated by lightning strikes, but also bursts of arcane flaring light. And then, on the cliff face near the palace, a figure appeared and threw something into the darkness, arcing through the sky. It fell, whether by chance or by design, into the water next to the boat. The woman stood up, took off her cloak, dived into the water. The man said, "Shelley, come back!" Shelley came back moments later, holding a staff of arcane power in her hand and said, "With this, we will build an empire." This is a story from the Shadows of Aratai. Before we get into our story, let's meet the beautiful cast of players that we have with us today.
Kia ora, everyone. My name is Reylene Rose Hilaga, and I will be, do I say my character now? Yeah, I'll be playing a half-elf monk today named Dahlia.
Tara for lava, everybody. Kia ora, malola so for Moa. I'm Longi. I'm going to be playing Tumau. Tumau is an elf ranger. I've never played a ranger before, but he comes with quite a deep history, and really looking forward to playing this round of Shadows of Aratai. It's going to be interesting.
All right, Forgeling, tell us about yourself and your character.
Oh my goodness, where to start? My name is Forgeling. I play the character Untruous in Deerstalker's One for All. We're just dropping season 5 now over at Deerstalker Pictures. So if you'd like to check that out, we've put a fair amount of effort into it. As for today, I'm going to be playing a character called Darigan, who is a human warrior, as basic as it gets, but let's add a little bit of a twist on it.
Nice.
And we are really looking forward to meeting the three of you characters in action. Yeah. Welcome to the ride. If you're new to our channel, please hit us with a follow, hit us with a subscribe. If you're on YouTube, you're watching us, hit us with a subscribe, share, like, follow, leave comments, all that kind of stuff. Now, before we get into it, we want to give a big appreciation to all the people that support us, starting with
our Patreons. Thank you, Patreons. This week you're going to get a behind-the-scenes type of content. And so that's for our lore legends and our world builders. And as well as if you are a Patreon with us, then of course you get a discount in our merchandise shop.
Discount?
So go on.
And also merchandise whānau to help us support, spread the love for D&D and just for Aratai in general. We've got my merchandise, Dice Legenz, available in different colors, and there's also some pretty cool pictures as well.
Including our banner.
There we go.
Yeah. Dice Legenz!
Dice Legenz!
Yeah. So get a max of fun.
Yep. One of the things I love about the company that makes our merchandise is they actually make it in countries all over the world.
That's crazy.
And then, so the people that make it could be locals and distribute it, right. And the, means it's faster delivery and better for the planet. Mm. And today we have 2 sponsors.
2? Wow.
The first is our friends from BDND! BDND!
Yeah, that's right.
BDND is where you go to get all the books, modules, and everything like that you need.
You need dice, of course, if you're playing Dungeons & Dragons. I just got my new dice for this new character. Whoa, I'm excited. Let's go.
You can also purchase board games as well. Board games are available as well, so get on down if you want to expand your world of playing. Why not just purchase some board games, play with fun?
Yeah. They also have Magic the Gathering.
Yes. And you can paint,
all that kind of stuff. So we love BD&D. They're brilliant. And the other sponsor for today is Bespoke Boutique. Can you guys show your character?
Not that one.
They do such beautiful work. Can you hand me a mug, please? Thank you.
This is my Hakapella one, so it's not for Dahlia today.
Look at this beautiful stuff they make for the D&D community. Dice scrolls, character
personalized
books.
Journals.
They make me this special rolling mat. Anyway, and today we are doing a giveaway with them, and we're announcing what the competition is at halftime break. It is a super fun competition to get a character book and a dice scroll.
Woo!
Made for you.
Made specifically for you with whatever graphics you want on it.
So cool.
Oh my
It rolls
gosh.
up.
Hey,
How exciting.
so I think we have covered everything we needed to cover.
Aha.
I just want to say, Forgeling, thank you so much for joining us. I've been
Forgeling!
looking forward to having you in this adventure for a month.
Let's go, Forgeling.
No, I'm really, really excited to be here. This sounds like a wonderful little, I guess, meander into a new world.
Mianda.
A meander. A
Wonderful.
light one.
Am I going to get picked on for the way I speak the whole time?
I love it. No,
No, we love it.
I want to be you.
Well, I so want to be you.
Okay, so we ready?
Yes.
You run that graphic for me, please.
Let's
This
go.
is our first episode of The Shadows of Aratai, Part 1, The Rescue.
Okay.
So, are we ready? Forgeling, you ready?
Oh, good.
Ronnie, Reylene, you ready?
I'm so scared.
Born ready.
I'm so
Okay, we ready?
I'm so scared.
3, 2, 1. The four of you. The three of you. I can't count. I can't even count.
Reset.
Back to ones.
Oh wait, we're live? Oh dang.
The four of you.
Four of us.
3.
Find yourself in the Xenok family briefing room. It is a room that is opulent and sparse at the same time. It has the kind of opulence that doesn't need to be flashy. You know what I mean? It doesn't need to have a whole bunch of ornate things. It's just the most expensive chairs, beautiful vases, thick carpet. Even though it's warm, there's a fire, but it's an illusionary fire to give the sense of being in a cozy environment without the inconvenience of making you uncomfortably warm. The head of the household, Xenok himself, is standing in front of you. He is a tall, gaunt elf man, head of the family. He wears clothes of black silk. He's standing as if there is a steel rod through his back. His posture is just perfect. And the three of you, plus a woman, an elven woman, who looks like she comes from the islands from the far distant east. It is your mother. So it is Dahlia's mother. Now, I would like you to each briefly describe your character. Starting with Dahlia.
Dahlia is a half-elf woman. She's got long hair that's black with strands of silver, white, through it, and it is tied up in a high ponytail that always seems to be moving. She's got her 2 strands of hair framing her face. She's got a scar across her right eye, just going vertically through her green eyes, and she's got dark lips always that she tints with crushed black dahlias of dahlia flowers. She wears her monk clothes and she sits there. She is meek. She's meek and she is looking around. She's shy. And she tends to cover up half of her face with a mask that's attached to her clothes.
Thank you. Forgeling, you next, please. Can you describe yourself?
Sort of to one side of the building, this rather tall figure is dropping down a backpack, which sort of settles on the ground with a metallic jingle, As he turns around, you see his long hair tied behind his face, sweep across his shoulders, and he's admiring a lot of the brickwork around that seems to be cut from very specific stones. It's sort of leaving the place with a dim feeling, but a very refined dim feeling. Other than that, you see a sword strapped to his waist, and he's really, other than that, quite unassuming.
He's, and next to him is Ronnie, your character. Please describe yourself.
Sitting there, you'll see a quite smaller elf, brown in skin, a little bit of streaks of just little blondness going through, kind of remnants of a mixed heritage. Across his right eye, he has 3 claw marks that actually looked like it was deep once upon a time, but has been healed. But it looked like it was quite painful. He has two swords, his trusty 2 blades that he loves to play around with. One is Salafai, he gave it a name, and the other one is Upolu. And with him, he's also got a bow. He's quite proficient in the bow. But Tumau hates being in this position in front of Zenok. Tumau was raised by his grandparents, so he has a different type of way of thinking, and so being in front of authority like Zenok kind of makes him uneasy, but at the same time he hates being here. He just wants to get out as fast as he can, but he doesn't know why he's here in the first place. But he also does know that he just doesn't like being in the company of these 2. So he just bows his head as low as he can, but avoiding eye contact. That's Tumau.
There's definitely a chilliness in the room between Tumau and Dahlia. Okay, so Darigan, Dahlia, and Tumau. Zenok, the head of the family, says, we have a simple task for you to do this evening. A colleague who has employed our services for many years requires the relocation of an owl bear cub. We have this owl bear in one of our safe houses, and it is a simple job. All that we require is for you to collect the cub and return it to the docks at dawn. Because it is a long-time client, I shall personally be there for the handover.
In the middle of while he's speaking, Darigan's going to take a moment to flip open his backpack, and there's a loud dragging of chain as he pulls out his chainmail, and not as if to interrupt, but in a way that he doesn't quite understand how serious this meeting is. He's going to let that rattle along the ground as he slowly shuffles and tries to put it on. Noticing a pause, he quickly goes back to something that's
like Dahlia gets a fright from it. She just scoffs.
Yeah, the mother makes eye contact with you, Dahlia, and then kind of looks over disparagingly at Darigan as well.
Tumau just shakes his head a little bit.
So that's all there is to it. Dahlia?
Yeah.
You've asked many times for a second chance.
Well, I think I'm ready for it. Like, honestly, I think I can do it. All right, so is this it?
This is it, but I must say, I'm not impressed with your lack of confidence. It doesn't bode well.
I'm very confident, sir. You're lying.
You are a member of this family. You will treat all your dealings as if you represent me and your mother.
Yes. I'm so confident. I promise I won't let you down again. And she just bows her head and she holds her fist to her heart and she says, I'll do it. I won't disappoint you. I'll do it. And she puts on the biggest smile and then it quickly drops away as well. She's like, this is a serious moment. So she goes,
Zenok, Tumau is struggling to find words to reply to Zenok. And then he finally, after he hears, Lo Fionga Zenok, apologies to overstep your authority. But may I request, Tumau, son of Tumamar, can I just do this? May I take this mission on my own?
yeah, like, do I have to be with him?
I don't have to be with these two. Like, I'm more efficient on my own. I'm a lot faster on my own. They'll only slow me down. I'm a lot more light on my feet because there's less food to find. I've got 2 more mouths to follow me. I can't do it. You're honorable, Zenok. See what I mean? See, she's gonna attract all the wildebeests and the predators wherever we go. I'm sorry, Zenok. I humbly request.
I'm just
that I
making the
please.
sound of stupidity that I hear, like, from you.
See that's a pain in my brain that I can't get
You're
rid
a
of.
pain in my brain.
No, I'm sorry. I wish I had something to like. Sorry.
Hannah glances between Zenok and the two sitting there in front of. Is this what it's going to be like the whole time?
If she's accompanying us on this journey, yes, I assure you.
I'm not. I promise I'm an asset. All right.
You got.
I mean, of course.
And Ash, I'm sorry, Your Honor.
You both look like wonderful.
Zenok, I'm sorry.
Look,
yes, right.
should I get a 2-line scar so that it could be like 1, 2, and 3, so we're all matching? You guys get them together.
Yeah.
Are you
That's a great idea. Could you take her with you and then don't come back?
making fun of our?
No, it just seems like a family reunion, and I might be stumbling into a situation that I don't
Family.
completely understand.
Sorry.
But
Just we were yeah.
Family.
He said the F word. I don't like that word.
I just assumed you guys are brothers and sisters. By the way, you were bickering.
You've just offended my whole generation by actually making me associate with this one.
Mom.
I'm sorry.
Right.
I'd rather go alone.
Who does this guy think he is? Looking straight at Darigan. Who does he think he is, Mom?
Enough, she says. Enough. You're both acting like infants. She goes over to some drawers, pulls out a couple of bags, 3 bags, and hands one to each of you. That is our customary spending money should you require it along the way, although from now, which is sunset, through to sunrise, I don't think you should need much, but there's certainly sufficient funds for anything you come across.
May I ask how much is in the pouch?
The pouch has 20 gold pieces, which is a fortune.
Wow.
Looking in the bag, Darigan's like, oh my goodness, is that actual gold? Normally we just make it up out of, copper and silver, but this is... yeah, no, it's good.
Dahlia looks at the bag and she's like, just 20 gold, Mom?
She also then takes out, she says, this is, I hope, your first successful mission, Dahlia. We won't repeat what happened last time. It reminds me of my first mission that I did for this family, that brought this family honor. And she goes over to Zenok, who's standing there, hasn't moved. He's just kind of standing looking imperiously around, and she puts her hand on his chest. Around his chest there is something hanging on his chest. It is a bone-carved fishhook. Now, the story of this fishhook is one of family legend, which leads us into a flashback.
Flashback.
Now, Forgeling, I have sent you a special NPC flashback character.
Yes.
And Ronnie,
Yo.
you're not in this.
Oh. Leave the table.
We have
His here.
Diwata,
Oh, Diwata. Wow.
who is Dahlia's mother.
Man.
And then, Forgeling, can you tell us your character's name?
I believe it's Isagani, who is by the looks of things a little bit of a manservant.
A manservant.
Ooh.
And the story goes that Isagani, who was your mother's eunuch manservant.
Eunuch.
Do you know what a eunuch is?
No, I don't
Oh my goodness. Ronnie, since you don't have a character, can you please tell us what a eunuch is?
How do I say this in keeping it PG? The only reason why I know a eunuch is that commercial. Is it
A very smooth.
Is it like an aid to someone that has his scrotums removed? It was like yes, so that can be an aid to the elite back in the day, I think, or something like that. Is that right?
Without possibly getting anyone pregnant.
Oh.
That's what a eunuch is.
Oh.
And so we have Isagani, the eunuch manservant,
You
Oh my.
you
to
brave soul.
Diwata.
Diwata. And so here's the story. And your mother starts recapping the story of how she had left the islands and had stopped off in another island nation on the way to the grand city of Aratai. And she knew that she needed to get your father a gift, a dowry gift.
Oh, a dowry gift.
And the chieftain on this island had around his neck a bone carving fish hook. Okay.
Jinx.
So do we see so we know what the flashback is?
Yeah, I got
And
it.
so we have Ishigani, and I keep forgetting your name.
Diwata.
Diwata. It is late at night. The warm air blowing through coconut trees.
You can be the set.
Coconuts.
Okay, ready? Ready for the flashback, guys?
Yeah, all right.
Yep,
Let's
let's go.
forward.
It is late at night.
Ooh.
The moon is traveling behind flowing clouds. Most of the people in the village have gone to sleep, but not Ishigani and Diwata. And you're on. Go.
We must take that bone carving of a fish hook. Bone carving fish hook. Ishigani.
Take it from where? I don't believe that it's a. Yes, of course. Sorry, I don't mean to question you. Oh,
The chieftain here has a very nice looking one that I think Xenok himself would love.
right. Are you saying that we parted from him?
Sorry, what was that? I can't hear you through the sound of all this coconut trees swinging.
Are you saying that we part the necklace from the chieftain?
Well, of course. Let's go, shall we? Let's have a little meander through.
A meander, you say?
Is that how I use the word?
It's almost as if you're trying to copy the way that I speak. Yes, let us meander.
We are from the same world, aren't we?
Yeah, truly. Verily.
I think Diwata then walks around amongst the coconut trees near the village huts, the little huts that they've got there, looking for the largest one, I presume, which might have the chieftain inside.
Okay. Now, It's pretty easy to find the chieftain's hut.
Beautiful, there it is, I found it.
It
Oh,
is-
with our powers combined, we have logic.
It's pretty easy to find that. It is a thatched roof, quite a steep roofed building. Open walls, allowing the wind to come and go through. In front of the house is one of the people of the village who is guard and is just kind of ambling around, looks pretty relaxed, ambling around, circling around and around the building. What are your plans, guys?
Well, we have one guard. I think we can either take him down or we just do it the old-fashioned way and just sneak in there. What do you say, Ishigani?
Well, I'm honestly used to following orders from you. I was going to say let's take the back door, but it seems like there's no door.
There is no door. I think we can just slip right through. How about you, Ishigani, create a distraction over on the other side while I sneak into one of the back wall-less walls?
Yes, I guess a distraction. Yes.
Quick,
You always
tell
put me on
them
the
that
spot
you're
like
a
this.
That might distract them.
Why do you always bring that up? This was your decision.
Because I know that it would be distracting. Now, why don't you
I feel it's only distracting to you at this point.
Well, go on. Just think of something.
You want me to go over there and drop my pants? Is that going to make it?
Well, it would distract any man. If that doesn't, if that doesn't work, then improvise. Go on. Do you want me to behead you?
No. Okay, I'm on my way.
Would you like to be a super yonic? Not yonic. No, sorry, wrong. Eunuch.
A super yonic. Is that a hero of the past time? It's a really, really fast guy.
That's really enough.
All right.
If we can.
So,
Let me just describe our scene here, okay? We have a house raised up on raised up on posts.
Yes.
Yeah? With some steps leading up, and it's not that it doesn't have walls, but there are, there's openings, so, there's screens. It's not impossible to get into, but there's a bed, and we have a guard who is just wandering around. What's your plan? Ishigani, what's your plan?
okay. Dewata, consider this. I don't necessarily need to distract him if we time it right. Let's go up at the point where he leaves on the left-hand side. I assume he's rotating clockwise. And I will go to your right, and I will distract him as need be. But let's not make it as intentional as you may seem.
Are you telling me what
Not-
to do?
No, merely suggesting.
I say, you may be right. Maybe right.
That's a very good idea, Dewata. Then I will, I will go about it as business as usual.
Yes. Well, let us hide behind these trees, all the way behind here.
Okay.
We might have to push this forward, wherever it is.
Should we add some more bushes in the background?
Hang on.
Okay, stealth rolls, guys.
Stealth roll.
On your character sheet,
First rolls.
the first rolls of our new campaign.
And it's a natural 20!
Good start.
Oh, I wish we could catch up. Look at that.
What did Ishigani get?
A 14.
14.
Hey.
Very nice. Okay, well, yeah. Describe
omen.
what you're wanting to do then.
All right, well, we're just gonna, even though she doesn't want to, she thinks that it's her brilliant idea. It's not Ishigani's, it's hers. They're gonna time it, of course. So once the guard is around a different way,
Yes.
and you can't see him, and he can't see us, then we sneak on through.
Okay, you sneak on through. Look, it's pretty simple. There's a large bed. There's a large family, though, here as well.
Oh, inside.
It's not just the chieftain and the chieftain's wife, there are a whole bunch of mats with a large extended family sleeping in it, ranging from infants up to the chieftain and his wife.
And they're all sleeping?
Why don't you hit me with perception rolls, both of you, please?
That's good. 4. She's too impressed by her sneakiness, I think. And it's a little bit dark. And she's too distracted by Ishigani.
What'd you get, Ishigani?
13.
Excellent. Ishigani, they all appear to be asleep.
Okay.
Duwata,
Yes,
it's dark in here.
it's dark.
Ishigani, he sleeps with the necklace on him.
Ah. Boo.
Duwata whispers as quiet as she can in the stealthiest way that she can. Just, where is it? What do you think?
I mean, it's on his neck. I mean, can we untie it? Can we untie it?
If someone wants to try a sleight of hand roll, you are very welcome to. Who wants to give it a go?
Ooh, I don't have. Duwata will
can
do
do
it.
it.
Of course. She's
Of course, Duwata.
Well,
great.
Can you see where it is?
She's kind of like, you lead me there. Lead me.
Right. Okay. It seems like double handling, but yes. Okay. So I mean, this is a small bed.
Small bed.
This one. I assume this one's the chieftain.
Okay. Yes. Find the chieftain. Thank you to Ishigani.
Okay, make that sleight of hand roll.
Yeah. All right. She's gonna try it. Can I add it? 13.
13. I will now
Oh God.
roll to see how alert
He is.
the chieftain is.
Thanks for sound effects. Yeah.
And he kind of goes, rolls over a bit,
We freeze.
goes back to sleep, and you have it in your hand.
Duwata chuckles. And then she turns around and she kind of just does this hand motion like, shoot, it's time to go. Shoot, let's go, Ishigani. And sneak out.
What about the guard timing?
We'll wait for it, all right? We'll just do the same thing. No, this time you do distract them. Go. And
But we had okay.
Duwata pushes Ishigani out.
What the?
Ishigani stumbles down the stairs a little bit and sort of finds himself at rest upon the dirt.
Just in time for the guy to come around and say, "Hey, what are you doing?"
And Duwata boosts it from the back, like another way.
Out the back.
Yeah, leaving Ishigani behind. Ishigani will find her if he's desperate enough.
I'm sorry, sir. I seem to have dropped my coin purse. Have you seen it?
And the guard says, "Hey, what's going on here?" And
I feel I just told you.
I don't believe you, sir. I don't believe you at all.
Right.
There's some noise in the house behind as Duwata runs, gets in the boat,
Yeah.
and Ishigani is taken captive. And thus ends the story of how the family managed to get that wonderful bone-carved necklace.
Dahlia chuckles.
I wonder where that man is now.
Oh wait, I went back to Hacapella's voice.
I wonder what that man is up to right now.
Flashback again. He's taken over the island. No.
Okay, guys. So, back in the present, Xenoc says, "So I shall meet you at the docks at dawn. Fare thee well." Opens the door for the three of you to leave and to be on your way.
Oh wait, sorry, give me a second. I put my chainmail over my sword. Just gotta readjust that. Hold on. He's like stripping out his belt from underneath chainmail. It's very cumbersome. He's basically looking like a bit of an idiot to you guys at this point. Hold on. All right. Yep. Pack and pouch. There we go.
So has Dahlia met Darigan before, or like is Darigan like a new? He's just trying to see relationships.
Okay. You have seen Darigan once before.
All right. Once before.
And actually, let's see how well you remember this. Intelligence check, please. Just for you, Dahlia.
Not very intelligent. Yeah, 6.
Okay, he's familiar. You think you should know where you've seen him before.
I'll pretend like I know him.
Okay.
Like, oh yeah, you. Yeah.
Oh yeah, me.
Yeah, you're that guy. Yeah.
Poor wink.
Okay, Zinok says the safe house is just behind Granny Gull's. So if you make your way to Granny Gull's and find the owlbear cub, who apparently is known as Yugi.
Oh, Yugi.
Fare thee well.
Oh, that's the cue to leave, isn't it?
That is the cue to be gone.
Can
Right.
Tumau's already like vanished? Like just
Where the hell?
2 minutes prior, he's just gone. Just,
Oh, he's fast,
missed him.
isn't he? Look at that. Sneaky little boy.
I'm supposed to be the sneaky little boy. Wait. Oh, God, I hate him.
Don't worry, we can all be sneaky little boys. Darigan sort of plods out and you hear his chainmail like...
Okay, guys, what's the plan?
Well, Dahlia is very on. Like she wants to make sure that this is not going to go wrong at all. She is going to make this a perfect commission. So she goes straight onto the job. She'll go to Granny's Gull, whether they like it or not.
Okay, I think that Forgeling, Darigan probably knows Granny Gull's the best. So, because you know this city and this part of the town really well.
For sure. He's going to see Dahlia sort of start wandering off, but going in a bit of a direction which it gets there, but does it get there? So he's going, all right, like if you're going off your way, that's completely fair.
I'm going to Granny Gull's.
Yeah, that is a way. But what if we just went, if we duck down here and we go through the alleys?
Is that like a good place to go? Like, is that like a shortcut?
Good? No. Shortcut? Yes.
Yeah, I knew that. Yeah.
Okay, and she turns around and like starts following Darigan.
What about that other one? Where did he go?
and
Yeah,
just
well.
as he says that, Darigan, you see another perspective, and hiding from somewhere obscure in a building or just behind a post somewhere, there were a pair of eyes that was just watching this transaction happen. And as to stay, you see Tumau hiding in the shadows, but as to stay 2 steps ahead, he also has to stay 2 steps behind these two, if that makes sense. And so he's watching them.
You have to be behind to be ahead.
That's the one. That's the one. Tumau's like, okay, I'm going to follow these two, because he knows, a little birdie told him that this guy, Darigan, knows what he's doing. And so he's going to, why waste energy when you can follow the brains? And he just sits there.
The brains, that's very bold of you.
And then Tumau says, Fafatai lover, Darigan, Fafatai lover. And he just,
Someone with a very different accent.
Fafatai lover. And he's just,
Fafatai lover.
Fafatai lover. And he intends to stay in the shadow forever.
All right, that sounds like a stealth roll to me.
All right, your first roll. Let's go.
First roll, come on. Stealth roll says, oh my god, that's so
Different character, same player.
2. 2 plus,
You got some advantage, but it's still. You're good at it, but you're still not that good.
it's
Not
still a struggle.
well, too.
Hey,
So I guess my passive perception will pick up on the fact that he's behind.
Oh yeah.
Probably.
So amidst all the rustling behind, there's like a couple of snapped twigs and he's bumped one of his swords against the wall, and you hear this ching. And it's like, all right, come on, you two, let's not play those games. And he's just going to start descending down into the alleyways. Yes.
Beautiful. Can you guys all roll perception rolls for me, please?
Oh, no, go in there.
Hi. 6.
15.
And where's your character sheet? You're definitely good at that.
Yeah, actually.
What'd you get, Dahlia?
A 6.
Dahlia?
She's too busy. She's just too focused on the fact that she has to get this right. And so she's very tunnel visioned now, and she's like, this is down the alleyways to the Granny Gulls, and then we're gonna get Yugi and everything else, you know?
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you. Forgeling, what'd you get?
3.
Oh my goodness.
So he's very much focused on wrangling these two, which seem uncooperative, and while they want to complete the mission, they don't want to do it together.
No.
And what did you get, Tumau?
What do we add to this? Is it athletics? Perception? Plus 4. 15 plus 4. 19.
19. Okay, someone is at least alert. Hey. It's Granny Gulls is like a soup kitchen that serves the poorest of this part of Aratai. You're in the part of Aratai called the Stern Ward. The area of Aratai which is closest to the docks and the wharfs. Granny Gulls is a large soup kitchen that's open most of the time of the day and night. The sun has been down for only about an hour or so when you get there, and it is still open. So, what's the plan, team?
Dahlia wants to try and find the safe house behind Granny Gulls. So, as soon as they get to the area, she's gonna try and hide.
Okay.
And split and find, she's gonna get this first. She's gonna finish this commission by herself first.
I see. Healthy competition.
Nice.
Yeah, and
Tumau's already trying to find a path, he said, above the ground. So anywhere if there's houses, roofs.
Of course there are.
He would love to make his way up there and just kind of pretty much weaving upon this labyrinth of roofs.
Rooftop.
Yep, that's what
Yeah, while he's up there, Dahlia's down on the ground.
You guys trying to outdo each other. Beautiful. Thank you. And meanwhile, what are you doing, Forgeling?
Darigan's sort of bemused by these two figures that seem to be taking this mission extensively seriously. It's sort of almost as if it's a joke. The one's ducking behind barrels and things rolling, and then the other one's scaled a building. He's just walking down the street. It's weird stuff happens all the time. I don't look out of place here. So really, best way to hide is amongst everything.
Perfect. Hey, so the two competing people going from shadow to shadow, right? Barrel to bucket or whatever, doorway, rooftop to rooftop, are no faster than Darigan, who just walks normally.
Making my way down.
You go around the back of Granny Gulls.
Yep.
A kitchen hand is emptying some slop into the street in the alleys behind. And you know that the safe house is a simple locked shed that is guarded.
Lock shed, guarded.
But the door is open. And there's no guard.
Dahlia sees this and she knows it's not supposed to be open. So she tries to, up against the wall, she's edging towards the door. She's training, you know? And she tries to peek into the door.
Okay. Yep, thank you. Darigan?
Once again, Darigan's going to keep pace. He's just going to walk directly to it. Pardon me.
Thank you. Tumau.
Tumau wants to see if he can. He's reached the top of this of Granny's goals, and just seeing the other guy discard the food, he recognizes him straight away. He's like, oh yeah, he's a familiar face to him. But then he just wants to sit there and just wants to find a window kind of thing, or something that can peer into from the roof, maybe that could help him get into it and stealth as well.
So you're wanting to into the safe house, like get into one of the yep.
Something.
Yep. You find yourself in the top story of this safe house.
Yep.
Now, Reylene and Forgeling, you guys take the much more direct. Well, Forgeling's
direct.
Darigan takes the direct route, and so Darigan, you're the first to see the body. So the door has been smashed in.
Okay, broken locks.
Broken locks.
What body?
The body, someone that you've seen around. He's similar to you. You've seen him doing enforcing work on the docks.
Right. Familiar, or I've just seen him around. Very general.
You've seen him around. Not friends.
No. He poaches all the work.
And he's not going to be doing that anymore because his throat has been slit, and it's clear that he's been dragged into the room.
Right.
Tumau, you're able to come downstairs as well, pretty much coinciding at the same time that Dahlia, you come into the room as well.
Guys, I'll back it up a little bit. This one is not looking too healthy.
Dahlia peers in and she gasps loudly. And she...
What did you do? Why'd you kill him?
Oh yes, no, like I've had time to kill him. I mean, obviously his arms look kind of small, so maybe. But no, I didn't.
Dahlia drops her sneaking demeanor and just walks right through and starts looking for an owlbear.
Like, what the hell is an owlbear? Like,
And
Tumau's upstairs. Like, did you say he's descending from? So there's a second floor.
Yep.
So Tumau's just kind of heard the interaction, and he's just kind of peering over and quietly, and then he hears like, "Where's the hell is the owlbear?" And then he starts looking around on this floor, and he thinks maybe it's up here. So he's gonna try and make his way to try and rummage around.
Okay, Darigan.
I guess Darigan's going to inspect the body like further, see if there's any markings, any signs of like a specific kind of kill, or if anything rings a bell about the situation.
Great, excellent, thank you. So, Darigan, you can, if you want to do a medical roll, you can choose that. Otherwise, just investigation. And yes, Darigan?
Yeah, much preferred investigation.
Yep, that's fine. You do that, and while you make that roll, Dahlia, similarly, you can make an investigation roll as well. And Tumau, you can make an investigation roll as well. Okay. All three of you.
17.
Woohoo! 19. Yoo-hoo.
11. Yeah.
That's still good.
Hey, let's start with you, Darigan. Look, you can't really tell much more than he's been dead and he's been dragged here. The pool of blood is mostly in this room.
Right. Any patches on the exterior? Or is it just, just drag marks? Sorry, I'm repeating myself.
And there is some blood outside, definitely, go along with the drag marks of the body being dragged in. Some blood outside, but most of it is in here.
Right. He's going to quickly look up to Dahlia and just be like, "Yep. So it looks like there has been a murder."
You think?
Yes. Sometimes.
Dahlia, there's no owlbear in here, but there are some chains attached to the wall. Some some bindings, metal bindings. Shackles, that's the word I'm looking for. Shackles, which are empty. And there is a whole bunch of straw and a lot of like bones and things like that. But there is no owlbear in here. Feathers, though. Feathers. A number of feathers. They're quite large. They're like, like 30 centimeters long, some of these feathers.
Dahlia picks one up and she holds it to the light and she says,
Someone else is taking them. Oh, damn it! No! I was supposed to get this one right! Damn it!
Wait.
and she like starts throwing feathers and straw like,
Damn it!
Hey, cut that out! Come on, you're ruining us.
one right at Darigan.
Alright! The feather like sort of hits him and just waffles down. It's like, hey, no, keep it together. We can still save this. We can still save us. This.
Upstairs.
Upstairs, Tumau can hear the frustration coming from downstairs, and he has this cheeky little grin, just over his face, but he continues searching. He said, in his mind, he's like, yep, when she's frustrated, it means that she hasn't found what she's looking for. So in his mind, he's like, oh, maybe my chances have increased now because it could be up here. So he's still rummaging around,
Okay.
hopefully finding some sort of
Hey, look.
furniture.
You can really quickly piece together that the people that kind of look after this safe house lived up on the second floor. There's signs of eating, relatively recent, in fact. You suspect that people have been here within the last hour, but there's no one here. You suspect that there's, one person probably lived here. They're not here now. No signs of owlbear up here.
Like, is there like pots or like kettles on the oven? So like Tumau just like instinctively just like touches the pot and see if it's like warm, kind of thing, just to indicate, oh yeah, they have been here just recent. The food is still kind of, some of it's kind of eaten, but not all of it has been consumed. So it's like, oh, okay, so they're on the right track, but he's trying to look for clues to see if they've moved on or where have they tried to move on to.
Yeah.
So
Nothing up here.
yeah, okay. So he's like, oh, sorry. I thought this was the one. In his mind, he's like, I thought this was the one. It was another dead end, but a dead end in his mind, but now he's trying to look for more clues to see where he can go next.
Okay, guys, what's the plan?
I think amidst the feathers and the straw being thrown at him, Darigan's like, all right, come on, no, look, there's clearly nothing here. Let's go meet up with your mate. Sorry, friend, brother, mother, mate.
He's
Number 3, the one with 3.
he's
You are 1, he is 3.
it's complicated, all right. Like, it's just he's family, but like not really family anymore. Like, it's like a family breakup, all right. It's like,
Family breakup. So like, you were dating, but you realized you were family, then you broke up.
no. Why would you even say that? He's like,
In hindsight, this is none of my business.
it's like,
That's right. And just as he comes, Tumau kind of stands up. He was irritated by all of this reference of him being even closely related to this so-called distant cousin downstairs, and goes, "That's right. It's none of your business."
Oh, there you are.
this is all your fault.
It's not.
Where'd you take the owlbear?
I did not take a single thing.
Oh, you're
Right.
such a liar.
I am not.
All of you guys are the same. You're just liars.
No. Your family, your side of the family are liars and deceitful, and they.
Oh, I'm deceitful. I think
None
you're
like
deceitful.
what
You
my
know
family was
deceitful?
like.
Your hair.
I lie sometimes as well.
This isn't about you, Darigan.
That's right, Darigan.
All right.
It's none of your business, like we said in the beginning.
All right, I'm just going to go outside then, have a little look around. You guys finish this.
Listen, we can't keep going on like this. The trail stops here, and I don't know why.
You're just not looking hard enough,
No,
alright?
no, you're in my way, okay?
you're in
But
my
aside
way.
from that, we've got to find a way forward because I can't do it for myself.
What?
Can't do it myself.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. You're just, like, you're speaking too hard.
I can't do it by myself.
You can't scare by your what?
I can't do it for him. I can't do it by myself, okay?
All right, then go get a girlfriend then.
No,
oh, wait,
no.
you can't? Remember when you took that lady to our family reunion one day?
You told me you're never going to speak about that in public, please. And also, that's not part of the mission. I told you I can't do it by myself. We'll have to try and, I don't know, combine
What are we like?
efforts and see if we can find where... I know the owlbear was here.
Well, yeah. Well, the feathers are here. I can get that. There's like shackles and whatnot. And there's like, you know, like blood and there's a bloody body. Ah. But like, what else did you find then? I guess.
Absolutely nothing.
Well, that's bull. Well, surely you found something else.
Just a really annoying family member. And
You know what? Dahlia just walks to where Darigan is and starts looking like, and starts collaborating with Darigan and stuff.
Ah, I'm glad you're here to help. Now, what I'm trying to ascertain is what time of night it is, but I can't see the sun, so it's kind of slowing me down. I'm kidding. That's a joke to make him think I'm dumber than I am.
Hey, Darigan, it's dark outside, so you're having a look around. If there's anything in particular you're looking for, let me know.
Okay. I think at this point he's maybe trying to inspect the tracks, knowing the city layout. He'd be thinking, how would you get out of this situation?
Okay, great, excellent, thank you. So if you have a survival skill, feel free to make it.
Yeah, let's go.
Tumau was already had scanned around to see if he can actually spot any like footprints of any sort, or just a vehicle, a mode of transportation of some sort that could have.
Survival roll as well, and you're good at. Wait. What'd you get, Darigan?
11.
Okay, not bad. Okay, so I'll start with you, Darigan, and then we'll move on to Tumau. Darigan, it's pretty clear that there some people have stepped in a little bit of blood and made a couple footprints. So you can follow it you'll be able to follow it for a little while, but not going to be for very long. Tumau.
Yes.
You are trained in this.
Here's
In fact, your favorite terrain as your ranger is
urban,
which means that you get to double your proficiency when you do this. And if it's your favorite enemy, which is
humans and elves,
you get advantage. So you get advantage and +6.
Okay.
Wow.
Go for it.
Okay. No pressure. No advantage. 2 17s. What? That's my birthday. Okay. 2 17s +6. That's 23.
Nice one. Hey. Darigan starts you off.
Yep.
Right? He sees them, and you follow your gaze of where he is.
Yep.
As he's following these bloody footprints, and you can see really clearly, okay, some straw has been carried out, probably by the owlbear, probably stuck on the owlbear's foot, and there's some footprints. After a little while, you can piece together 2 people and the owlbear. And you can easily track them. It's less than an hour old.
As you're the others are just contemplating, Tumau just picks up a straw and runs it through his.
Are you gonna diet or what?
No. But the owlbear was. They haven't left here not long. I think I could still track it. But Tumau, as he says that, he immediately regrets it because he didn't want to give it away to his friend, because now his mind's like, I'm going to try and get away. Now that I know that I've got this clue, because he thought maybe if he linked up with this one will pick up on a clue, but now Tumau's like, nah, I'm going to go this alone yet again, so he's going to try and find a way to skip away.
You're going to start moving.
Yeah.
Dahlia puts a hand on his shoulder.
I thought you said earlier that you couldn't do this alone. And I can see your little scurrying feet trying to get away.
What do you mean? I've always had little feet. That's part of my genetic line. Why are you got to make fun of me feet for? First you called me a liar and a thief, and now you're calling me small feet. It's not fair. You know, I just want some space. Okay, I'm just gonna go outside and get some air. Is that all right?
Get some air over here where we are.
There's.
Right?
I don't like the air around here.
All right. Well, Darigan, just help me talk some sense into him. He's a bounty hunter, and he does this for a living. So obviously he knows everything that's gonna, like, he's gonna try and get away from us.
Darigan, do you see what she's doing to me, Mo?
Are you trying to let him
got her
take
hand on
all
me.
the commission money? No.
Well, yeah, that's probably what it is, right? Tumau Tiny Feet over here thinks that he can do this by himself, but there's a reason that we've enlisted 3, like you 2 and a local. So perhaps let's put your heads, not physically, and then maybe we might be able to finish this one and all be intact.
You want me to knock her out with my head? Is that what you're saying?
I'll knock him out with my head.
I can't, but...
My goodness, I'm going to knock you both out.
Yeah, okay.
You know what? It was charming to begin with. But shut up.
I'll try.
He can never
Right.
shut up.
Can I just go get some fresh air? Is that all right?
No.
All right, so Darigan's going to pick up a bit of that straw. Now, what was that you were doing? Huh?
Why are you both
Tastes
like horses? Like
Stay soulful. What are you thinking? Come on, Tumau. Tiny toes, little dancer. Let's take a stroll.
All right, yeah. Tumau doesn't say a thing, but then he just starts walking and he kind of in his own way indicates to them to follow. So he's just gonna...
All right.
Excellent, thank you. And so you follow the trail. We don't need to go through all the twists and turns along the way. The moral of the story is that you did such a great job of tracking, knowing the street layout and how people, when it's likely that people are going to change sides of the roads. You know, there's human nature behind all these things that you know as a tracker here in the urban environment. And you successfully are able to follow the trail to a warehouse not so far away. Darigan, you are pretty sure that this is a warehouse that is used by the night market.
Here sits the night market then, I assume. Might have done a deal or two. It's not going to be nice in there.
You know this place well, do you?
Yeah, I've heard of it. Started a few rumors, ended some rumors. Basically, the whole thing's confusing and riddled in a kind of mystique. No, we've definitely got something to deal with at this point.
So, the warehouse in front of you has 2 large double doors. There are a couple guards at the front of it. The building is a large rectangular building. And it has like 2 parts that have been built onto it. On the left-hand side, there's a part that's been built on. And at the back, there's like loading dock areas as well, which have another entrance in. There's a whole bunch of laughing and guffawing. There's music playing. It sounds like there's happenings going on in there. There's people spilling out the front. It sounds like there's a lot of fun going on inside this place. Whatever's going on, it's a big place. The night market is an illegal black market spread through the Stern Ward.
It sounds awful in there. Oh, so many people.
No, it's actually quite nice once you're inside. It's getting inside that's the issue.
The footprints,
I agree.
the tracking that you've tracked, the footprints go to the back door. Now, the back door also has a guard on it. I've now painted the scene. 2 guards at the front, at the double door. At the back, the loading bays into this warehouse, there's there's 1 guard at the door, and the footprints go into there. You are on, go for it. Darigan, any thoughts? You know this night market probably better than the others. Any thoughts?
Do I know any of the guards personally?
You sure do.
Great question.
Yeah, it's Sefto.
A Sefto?
Yeah.
Whereabouts is he situated?
He's just kind of leaning against the back door, kind of bobbing. He's one of these kind of guys that is always moving, always fidgeting. He's just kind of sitting there, his foot's going tippity-tappity as he's kind of sitting there. Yeah, and he's just leaning against the back door.
Right. I mean, to the other two, sorry, so Darigan knows that he's out the back, but can he see him at the back at this point?
You can see him at the back. You guys can be as hidden or not hidden as you want to be.
Okay, he's just going to quickly mention it to the two. I know that guy. He's a little bit of a twitchy fella, but he's all right. He's all right as far as I'm concerned.
You think he?
I mean,
you think you can sweet talk your way in through there?
I'm not going to kiss him if that's what you're saying.
Well, I didn't say kiss him. Just.
You could if you want to, but can you get us in?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I could get one of you in, but
get me in there.
Right.
I think you want to get me in there, and then I can get all of us in.
No,
right.
You can get me in because then I can go in there and then I can find a way out. Maybe let the other person in.
No, if you go in there, then we all get found, and I don't want to get found.
You know what?
Get in there.
What if I get in, and then you two find your own way in, huh? Maybe this is the kind of pressure you need.
I bet I'll get in there first before you.
Ooh.
I'm already there.
Oh, yes.
So my mind's already there. I'm already inside.
Okay.
You just
right. Darigan's going to start backing away.
So what you doing, Darigan?
He's going to go up to his old mate,
Asefto? Yeah.
Asefto!
Hey, Darigan!
Asefto! You flea-bitten friend.
Oh, you mongrel! He comes in and does the slap on the back man hug.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, ha!
Yeah. Well, what have they got you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm on guard, dude. I wish I was in the house. The house is alive. There's some big fat whales in there just throwing their money away.
What? That is nuts. I mean,
nuts.
We all deserve some coins at the table, right?
I knew if I could get in there, the cards would just be. But here I am.
While they're talking, Dahlia is gonna take this opportunity because it's towards the night. Is that?
It is night. It is night. About
nighttime.
2-3 hours past sunset.
All right, cool. Because she's in her her Xenok training clothes, so she's always in black. So she's gonna keep to the shadows and she's gonna stand next, up against the building. And while they're talking, she's waiting, hopefully for very bold, for Darigan to bring, kind of talk so that the guard is so focused on him that she's just gonna duck down, roly-poly in, and
You're gonna try to walk. You're trying to sneak past him with him right there. Okay.
Yeah.
Darigan. So Darigan, let's continue our conversation while we see a stealth roll. Darigan, keep going with the conversation. So what are you doing here, Darigan?
Well, actually, I was I'd heard a note that I was supposed to be swapping over with you at some point in the evening. Is that the message that you got?
I didn't get that message at all.
At this point, you'll see Dahlia ducking down and doing a couple of tiny, quiet roly-polies as she gets a natural 20.
That's a good. That's an amazing roly-poly. The best roly-poly I've ever seen.
Wow, they're sort of chained together so well.
And sorry, Tumau sees this, and it's the most. He doesn't want to admit it, but he's like, that isn't amazing. But then he sneaks, he uses this opportunity as he sees Dahlia go there. He's gonna sneak around the back.
So you're gonna try to sneak
around another way, but not this way.
There are only two doors. This is the back door, and then there's the front door with 2 guards on it.
And I just got through, baby.
Or you can just wait till you see what Darigan pulls off.
Tumau realizes that's not. Damn it! I have no other options. Stays.
Darigan says, "Look, hey, Darigan.
Yep.
Why don't you hit me with a persuasion or deception roll at advantage because he really wants this to be the truth." No.
Right.
I'm supposed to be here all night.
Well, you see, sorry, just before we do the persuasion, he's just going to say, I've got these 2, let's say a little handful of silver that I wanted to put on the tables myself, but as I've been sent to relieve, I'm not going to get the opportunity to play either. So how about you win for the both of us?
And I'll bring your takings back with me.
Can I trust you with my takings?
Bro! And he comes in for another backslap man hug.
And there's like, if this is a hesitant one, it's like, nah, I think I've seen you do some things, but okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Look.
And then I'll go for that persuasion.
Yeah.
17.
Whoa.
He takes your silver, however much you want to give him.
Let's give him the 10 pieces, so it totals a gold.
Wow. Okay. Woo!
Wow.
Boom. He says, "Oh, you're a buddy." Boom. Slaps you on the shoulder.
All right. Okay. The slapping's getting old, mate.
And saunters around over to the front. Yeah. And then
Yep.
you've got the back door to yourself.
Yep.
And
So I'm just going to assume the post.
Okay. You assume the post.
Tumau's just like gobsmacked. I'm like, man, this is impressive. But he's not going to say it. He's like, I was going to do that myself. And then he kind of, may I?
No, mate. Sorry, I'm guarding this door. I'm not letting anyone in.
What's that?
No. Listen here, you two.
Yeah, Dahlia's already in there. She's like,
Tucky, enough.
Actually, yeah. Let's pull it aside for Tumau for just a little moment. It's like, all right, mate. I know what you're playing. I know you've got a lot to prove. But if we keep doing this kind of stuff, it's going to end up all higgledy-piggledy like. All right?
You're absolutely right. That's exactly what I was trying to tell her.
No, none of that telling her nonsense. This is the kind of stuff that you're dealing with as well. I mean, how many missions have you run before?
A few.
A few, right. By yourself?
There were occasions where I was by myself, yes.
Yeah, because you're coming across as a real incel right now.
I get that a lot.
Right.
Dahlia is in the corner chuckling and filing her nails, like keeping her nails short.
Tumau's like really, he loves this forwardness of Darigan. It reminds him of his upbringing. Everyone's always been very straightforward. But he's just, and he looks at Darigan kind of in a way, but like almost like is this what a brother feels like?
Bro?
That's what a brother feels like. But yeah, he just kind of excuses that thought, like, nah, maybe he's just like that.
Oh, man. I want to see what you can do, but I want to be able to be around to see it. So come on, in you go.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Right.
Sorry.
So are we gonna find this owlbear or not?
We have to.
All right.
Let me describe the room that you're in now that you've entered. You are in. So Darigan, you're watch, right?
Yeah, I think I'm going to stay watch on the door.
Then hit me with perception at advantage, please. And I'll just hold on to that roll.
I'm just going to take the natty. I won't worry about the advantage.
Let's daddy.
What the heck is with all? That's the third.
Third one.
That's number 3 in the first session. That's
Promising time.
statistically bad.
Later on, it's gonna go down.
Okay, so I'll come back to you in a moment, Darigan.
Okay.
Suspense music, please.
Oh, not the suspense music.
Oh no, it's the real.
You're in a rectangular room.
Rectangular room.
This is the storehouse part area. There are crates lining the floor, and on top of the crates, a lot of jars, clay jars, glass jars, of some unusual things. Some of them are normal, olives, and and there's clearly a whole section of olive oil. There's been a lot of different containers of olive oil. But there's one, like, glass, it's like an aquarium, really, and inside it, eels, but they're kind of luminescent eels swimming around in it. There's some other jars which also have live fish in them, strange looking fish. One of them, another kind of aquarium, has an octopus in it, which has along each of its 8 tentacles, legs, arms, whatever you call them.
Tentacles.
Thank you. Blue, luminescent dots going up it. There are 2 doors. At the end of the rectangular room is 1 door. There's light spilling from underneath it. And you can tell that the sound of jollification, of revelry, is coming through the door on the other end. But there's also a door on your left, right near the end of that. It is closed. The corridor, the room that you're in, is about 60 feet long. 30 feet long by about 15 feet. What you doing?
Dahlia is still in stealth mode. She's gonna try and stick to the shadows as much as possible to try and get to the door that is closed.
Okay. Tumau?
Tumau, like, just inspecting the room. From his understanding, does he know some of from all of his as a ranger, like, does he know some of these animals? Are they quite rare? Is it a collection of?
Make a nature roll if you want.
7?
You have never seen any of these creatures before. They are very unusual sea life.
So Tumau then kind of starts internalizing, is this whoever collected or put these animals here might be very well off, / maybe very dangerous. So he's just a bit curious, but he's running these thoughts in his head. And then he's eyeing out the door, one of the doors, not the one with the party, but the one with the.
Okay, so you come up to the same door that Dahlia is at. Okay, Dahlia, you're at the door.
Is it locked?
You bet.
Yeah. All right. Dahlia takes out her lock-picking tools. And she's gonna try and pick it.
Hey, as you get up to the door, a sensation comes. Dahlia, you're the closest, so you feel it first. It's you start feeling a shiver of warmth come over you. And you hear, from the other side of the door, you hear some sounds from the other side of the door. And a warm feeling pervades you.
Oh.
Go ahead, roll that. Try to pick the lock.
Would that be a sleight of hand or?
It is sleight of hand.
11.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
We have been given 6 boosts.
Oh.
What?
All now that this warmth overcomes you. All 3 of you get 2 inspiration.
Oh.
Double inspo.
Double inspiration.
Double inspo. What does it mean?
Thank you, tribe.
You've never felt this kind of warm benevolence flow over you, which means that you can re-roll that sleight of hand.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll re-roll it. I'll use it inspiration. No, that didn't do it.
11.
Yeah, it was 11.
11 is not going to open the door.
Gah. And she's like,
How do they do it again? This is like clockwise first, then anti.
Do you know what you're doing?
I can't find the.
It's easy.
Oh.
See, that's exactly what you do.
Wow, we
Did you
lost the light. Amazing.
Just as did you feel like something of a spark?
What was that?
I think it was the light.
Please keep going. I'm going to adjust the light.
whoa.
And
Spooky stuff.
does Tumau, does he think that he can handle picking a lock?
Try.
I swear to God, if
I
you
guess.
get this.
Are you are you sure you know what you're doing? Do you want me to have a go?
If you, like it's so easy.
I've been
Go
through
on.
some doors.
Go on.
Okay.
Like it's so easy. Oh, you,
Like a 17.
You bastard.
17? Does that get me?
You're not trained in the finesse, but you just kind of jimmy it, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
The lock is there's no finesse because you're not trained in it.
Yep.
The lock is
Can I open it with one of
broken.
my swords?
Yeah.
Like my trust, and then I go like, "Ah!" And then I kiss it. Thank you, Opolo. And then he puts it back into a sheath. And then...
The door
you're
swings.
So annoying.
The door swings open. I know. And in front of you, chained, is a small owl bear. I'm going to show you the little miniature
oh my
next
God.
to your miniature.
That is not a video. Oh, look at him.
An owl bear.
It is chained up
Oh no.
around its neck.
Oh.
But as you get close, it turns to you and plaintively cries out to you. It's sitting on a whole bunch of straw, and it has got a large, maybe it was a cow leg or some point, this big bone sitting there. But the small square room on the other side, the doorway is open, and you can see people sleeping in the next room. Meanwhile, Darigan. What you doing, you buddy? Anything in particular you're doing?
No, I guess he's kind of like assuming the same fidgety position that his friend took. It's like, this is, I get why he does it. This is boring. There is not that much light. I'm squinting all over the place, like trying to, it's like, oh, is that a new, nah, they didn't change it. Is that new paint? Nah. Small poster in the corner flapping in the wind is beginning to get irritated and catching his peripherals.
Hey, Darigan.
Is that a voice or is that me? Is that the DM?
That's the DM talking to you.
Right, okay.
There is across the courtyard, the loading area, there's a courtyard, yeah?
Yeah.
And across from that there is a small alleyway. And you are sure that you see a shadow in that corridor move. And the silhouette of half of a head, half of a face, kind of comes out and then goes back into the shadow.
Any notes on the shadow of the face? Was there anything which stood out, or is it just like a form?
It was like it was wearing a red mask.
Right. Okay. Right. That's going to change Darigan's tune entirely. And he's going to do another quick look around. And he's going to sort of bump his back into the door and sort of lean through and try and get a bit of a sight line of the two that have entered before. Okay.
So you've gone back in, sightline on the two inside, but also able to see where this shadow is. Am I understanding correctly?
Yeah. Yes. He's trying to get slightly. He's trying to get out of line of sight from the figure in the shadows. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's not hard. You can move against, into the doorway a little bit to obscure it. Yeah, that's fine.
Perfect.
I understand now. Thank you. Back in the room. What you gonna do, guys?
Is there a door to on the other side?
The other side is an open doorway
Okay.
to what looks like an office.
So there's no door that I can close.
Why don't you go over and try to find out? We need some stealthing.
All right, well, surely I can stealth again. Come on, give me a dirty 20.
7 + 5? 12.
Okay.
So
Dahlia is doing all the sneaking anyway.
yeah. So Dahlia goes over and just tries to close a door.
Thank you. As you're crossing the room, right? Past the owlbear who looks up to you expectantly.
And I'm like, Dahlia's like, okay, shh.
On the wall that you're passing is a window which looks into the room where all of the jollification and revelry is happening. Clearly a whole bunch of gambling is going on. There's loud music, a lot of people having a great time in there, except those that are losing all their money. They're not having such a great time. Anyway, that's there. You get over to the doorway, and there is a door that you can close if you want.
Yes, and she tries to, as quiet as she can, just to.
You close it. Yep. Now what are you doing?
she points at the owlbear, and she like tries to do her best charades of like, let's take the owlbear and go and to the docks. And she's like doing all these actions. Let's.
What are you doing?
Shut up that thing! You hear a voice from the other room. And Dahlia, just through the window, I will show you the mini as well. There is a man who stands up in the midst of the gambling hall.
Oh no.
I'll put it here so audience can see for a moment first.
Whoa.
Man's a swole.
He
is
he
It's like the
stands
Rock jumps on
up
himself. Hey.
and says, "Shut that thing up!" Looking down at one of the people at the table, stands up.
Right, quick. She tries to find. She tries to try and jimmy the lock on the.
Lock picking?
Yeah,
Okay,
lock
you're
picking.
lock picking. Darigan, what are you doing?
Darigan's leaning back through the door and just like he's trying to catch eyes with either one of them.
Okay.
Just like a.
Come on, baby.
Are you done? Are you done?
Come on, baby.
Okay, Darigan, you can see Tumau, and Tumau, you can see Darigan.
Yep.
16.
Okay, and meanwhile, Tumau?
Tumau wants he's on high alert now that he knows that he can hear the commotion. He knows something's going to come through somewhere in a door, and so he just starts gently just clasping one of his blades, and just kind of getting ready and just like ushering to.
16.
16. You pop the lock, and the owlbear looks at you and actually reaches up and puts its arms around you.
Oh, Dahlia picks it up and like kind of puts it in like piggyback position.
And because our viewers have boosted you, you suddenly have 10 extra hit points on top of your normal 10.
Let's go.
Are these temporary hit points? Or just
They're there till they're gone.
I thought you were implying because because she was wearing like an owlbear, it's gonna take the shots instead.
an owlbear shield.
I'm an owlbear.
Hey, Darigan,
Yep.
the shadow is climbing up the wall.
Right. All right. He's actually going to start piping up now. It's like, all right, guys, no, we need to go. Right.
We're going.
Yeah, you going? Yeah, good. Yeah, go.
So Dahlia and
Yugi.
are at the back. Yeah? You reach Tumau. Yeah?
Yep.
And Tumau, you start moving towards Darigan as the door behind you opens, and the person who had been asked to go shut it up comes in and says, "What the hell is going on?" And behind you, in the doorway that he's just come in, all the eyes come flinging towards you. Darigan, you're at the door, you're the furthest away. Then Tumau and Dahlia with Yugi. You're halfway down the corridor.
Damn it.
What you doing, Darigan?
Darigan's going to sort of like back out of the door, back into the open. It's just to leave the situation and hopefully bounce out of there a little bit.
And you boost it, do you?
Well, he's not going to boost it. He's just sort of like he's going to take, I guess, to the corner of the building, away from the back door.
Okay, good. Yeah, thank you. Tumau.
Is Tumau, how far is he from where that gentleman just came and screamed?
20 feet.
Is there a door right next to him as well? He's in the doorway?
Okay,
or is he
so let me do this exactly what it looks like. Okay? All right. This is
Here we go.
all right. Here's the room. Okay. This is our map. Oh, yeah?
Yep.
All right. So Yugi was in here. Yugi was right in this room here. Dig it?
Digging it?
We dig it.
So we have along these corridors are all these weird bottles and barrels and tanks. The guy has just come in through here. You guys are all the way up here when it's come in. And then our friend Darigan is outside waiting. Yeah?
Okay.
The dude comes in, says, "Hey, what's going on?" So that is what's happening.
Tumau instinctively just spins around, just grabs one of his bow and arrows, and he just shoots it at the guy's leg, just above his knee.
And you shoot!
All right, let's go. Oh.
Please, 13
Plus.
plus
Ooh, new weapons. Hang on.
Yes. What do I plus to it? Plus 5 to hit.
You hit him!
Nice.
Roll
18.
damage.
Nice. It's 1d6. Yo. 4.
Oh, you hit him in the leg exactly as you planned. Hey, the big swole guy says, grab them! And people in the gambling pits behind you race, jump to their feet, and chase after you.
Get out of here.
All right, Dahlia.
And with that, we will take a break
Are you
and we'll
serious?
come to our chase scene.
Oh my god. All right.
Nerds with Friends. Our friends Christian and Cody do funny crack-up reviews and interviews around everything nerdish. They have it all covered: superheroes, D&D, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, fantasy, sci-fi, gaming, all of it. And in the last week, they finally got into Magic the Gathering, opened some booster packs, and had some fun. Head to their YouTube and hit them with a like and subscribe and leave comments. You can tune into their podcast everywhere you listen to podcasts. Check them out. They're wonderful.
A new god, a dead king, and a world of consequences. Welcome to Seasons of Skyrend. I am your host and DM, Scott. Join our D&D adventures every week as we explore the world of Skyrend. We focus on the stories of our characters as they come to grips with their impact on the world and uncover secrets long since hidden. The machinations of gods and governments loom large against our party, but the only way to know what comes next is to adventure on. You can join the rebellion with Seasons of Skyrend, available wherever podcasts are found, and on Twitter at Skyrend Podcast, where the story will always continue.
Are you a DM looking for advice from the best in the business, or maybe a player who's been wanting to try to run your own games? Well, How Not to DM has something for you. Each week, host Derek talks to a new guest DM from around the world about their best and worst moments behind the screen. Every DM out there has made mistakes. Mistakes are a valuable part of the learning process, and sometimes people are afraid to try new things because they don't want to mess up. But after you've learned about some of the more common DM blunders, you can go into your games knowing how to deal with them. As an added bonus, each guest shows off their skills in a mini-game with random rolls and generators. They also chat about their cool projects, including game design, podcast streams, and more. So search How Not to DM on your favorite podcast platform, or you can listen on YouTube.
Oh, there, sailor. Yes, I'm talking to you. Do you yearn for high seas adventure and piratical mayhem at the roll of a D20?
Yes, I'll just toss you your shirt.
Very sassy.
No, I drink beer and I fart in my sleep.
Now that I got your attention with sex, here
welcome to my pub, the Wizard's Sleeve.
It's still a cow that I'm gonna get in a bag. Do you know how big a cow is?
Don't put gold in your ass.
That's not the catchphrase we were looking for.
It is one that we often use at this group,
Enough
though.
about where you keep your secret stuff.
It's not in my anus. Stop it.
Then sign your name in blood. Join the rovers on your crew on their adventures every Wednesday, wherever you find podcasts.
Tabletopped is a podcast made for and by TTRPG enthusiasts. Join Nick Perrin and guests each week as they talk about rolling dice, creating stories, designing games experiences, and forging friendships all around the gaming table. If you're new to GMing and looking for how to start, or a veteran looking how to spice up your game, this table is for you. A new episode is released every Monday wherever you get your podcasts. Fate of Ison is a long-running Kiwi RPG podcast with fans all over the world. They just finished their epic 4-year story and are starting again with new players, new characters, and hilarious new adventures. Visit fateofison.com to learn more about the show, check out fan art, and meet the players. Fate of Ison, they're awesome. Okay, we ready for round 2? We're entering a chase scene. You're just leaving the storeroom. Yeah?
Yeah.
How this chase scene works. If you've never seen us do a chase scene, this is how it works. Each of the players gets 5. Hang on.
The 4?
What's going on?
5 rounds of full out running plus their constitution modifier.
Yeah.
After that, every round you have to make a constitution roll or you start getting exhausted and fall out of the race. So far, so good?
So far, so great.
So, Reylene,
Yes.
how many rounds does that mean that you're going to have? Everyone, tell me, how many rounds does that mean you're going to have? 5 plus your constitution modifier.
5 plus your constitution. 7 rounds for me.
Okay.
This one, 6.
Okay. Tumau and
8 for Darigan.
Wow.
Okay. And so what happens?
It's limber.
What happens is each round we roll a 20-sided dice, which determines if there is an obstacle or not. Okay.
Okay. Yep. Fate.
All right. So
Whatever it is.
you guys turn around the corner and you start booking it.
Book.
So what happens? I'm going to set this out. Darigan is ahead by 10 feet.
Got some dramatic lighting as well. Dramatic shadows on it.
Okay. And then 30 feet behind is where we have. I'm just going to use these for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just going to use these for now. We have a whole wad of thieves chasing after you. All right? First round. Let's see if there's any obstacles. Raylene, roll that 20-sided dice for me, please.
You got
this. You got this.
1.
A 1. As you guys come around the corner, the first thing you come across are a whole bunch of stalls that have been set up for the night market.
All right.
Oh, no.
Everyone needs to make either an acrobatics roll or an athletics roll, depending upon whether or not you want to dive under things or just plow through them. Make your rolls.
10.
Oh, that is a 9. He tries to
12.
jump over something.
12.
10 plus 5 for acrobatics, 15.
Oh.
Hey.
Hey, the good news is that feel free to describe how you do it. But so Tumau and Darigan, you guys are poetry in motion.
Tumau, lead.
It's like it's like seeing a ribbon make its way through the wind. You know, it allows the wind to carry him. He doesn't know whether it's the wind or himself, but Tumau just with ease just breezes. Kind of parkours through like marketplaces. Like you know how they kind of like put their hands down and they smoothly transition their legs over. It's just like real beautiful as he weaves in and out. But at the same time, he looks behind. Is there he's looking up for a narrow kind of passageway when the thieves come through? Is there a narrow place where he would love to then shoot an arrow?
Okay. If you choose to take an action,
yes.
If you're not just running,
yep.
Then it means you can't double run.
Okay.
It means that you go back in the chase. You get left behind, but you can if you want to do that.
Yes, I will.
Oh.
Okay. Thank you. Make a roll for someone.
11 plus, what do I plus into that? To plus 5.
Oh wait, that's a short sword.
Short sword.
Long
That's
bow.
now for the bow, 5 plus 5.
Yeah,
16.
You hit one of them.
So Tumau wants to hit one of them, so that person, whoever the biggest person is, falls over, and then everyone else kind of gets congested into him.
Roll some damage. Darigan, you want to describe how you navigated through the marketplace?
For sure. So as you see this ribbon whip through the marketplace, it's almost as if it's carrying an anchor behind it. As Darigan just charges through, his shoulders colliding with some stalls, knocked over like a small awning at some point, and he is just striding through. Like, he's clipped his feet a couple of times, but it doesn't matter. He's kicking stones out of the way. It's a really grubby, dirty mess.
Beautiful. Hey, so Darigan, you smash through it. Tumau was faster than you for a little while, but he stops, cocks an arrow, lets it fly, hits someone, and successfully slows them down. But
good work.
In the process, is much closer to them.
Silly boy.
So there is now a big gap, and you got a bad roll.
I got a bad roll.
So Dahlia, you've crept back. So Darigan, you're now significantly further ahead than the others.
Does he notice, importantly?
If you want to notice, you can.
Okay, I think he's going to notice that the Tumau, being faster than he is, suddenly stops and holds back. It's like, come on, Tiny Toes, we got to get right out of here, mate. Oh, what are you doing?
Move.
Okay, round 2. Tumau, roll a 20-sided dice to see if there's an obstacle.
14?
14, there's no obstacle.
Nice.
So that's round 2. Round 3, Forgeling, please roll a 20-sided dice.
Natty 1.
And a 1 again?
Oh, more stalls.
We'll get rid of the stalls, and we'll say, it becomes number 2, slippery slop. As you come around the corner, there's just a whole bunch of, in the night market, people, when they're eating things, they just throw their stuff on the ground. So, you need to make an acrobatics check of 13. If you fall, you will be covered in slop.
Acrobatics.
Natural 20!
Ooh, finally! Wait, what was that? It was acrobatics?
Yes.
14?
Very good.
Yeah.
Thomas?
Pass.
Sorry, what'd you get, Forgeling?
Yeah, it's a pass.
Great, excellent. Behind you, oh no! The guards are limping along.
Yep.
And one of them falls behind as well.
Woo!
But I'm going to
No way.
I'm going to push everything forward.
What is that?
Extend our scale a bit here. That'll do. Otherwise, it's going to be hard for Jason to be able to. Behind them,
What the hell?
riding on a large lizard is our
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Riding on
Lizard King.
Look how beautiful that lizard
Wow.
is.
Wow.
And it is fast.
Oh, this an Aratai? What the hell?
That's
Dahlia,
released.
you're a monk. You're fast.
I am fast.
You succeed. You didn't. You can move yourself 2 squares forward.
2 squares. What do? Come on, you Yugi.
Round 4.
Okay.
Reylene, roll from us, please. What's round 4?
Round 4 is a 16.
16. Nothing happens in round 4 as well, which means you get to move up, but so does the lizard.
Oh gosh.
And he's caught up with his henchman now.
I caught up to Forgeling as well.
Yes.
Darigan.
Oh, right. Okay, that makes sense.
Hey, Darigan. I'd like you to make a perception roll, please. I just want to see.
It's not good.
Oh no.
5.
Oh.
Not good. Thank you. Okay. Round 5. Ronnie, roll for us, please.
6 plus.
No, it's just.
Oh, sorry.
Just a 6.
6 plus 0.
6. Oh, I was hoping you'd get to this. You come around the corner, and there's some music playing. Can we have some party music?
Oh.
And someone's having a hen's night party.
Hen's night.
A hen's night party, and you come crashing into this party.
Bachelorette party, right?
A bachelorette party.
A bachelorette party? Okay.
And they see you come through.
Gone.
And you're gonna have to make some kind of, you're gonna have to tell me how you're going to do it. Some kind of charisma check to get through. Or you can try, you can intimidate your way through. There's just too many people to duck and weave through.
Yep.
Forgeling, you're first. You're at the front. What you gonna do, buddy?
Does it have to be charisma?
What do you suggest? What would you like to try instead?
Could I approach the bench, please, and suggest that an athletics check to give him a little bit of a flex and a little bit of like I'm a specimen, let me through.
Let's do.
Look at me.
And we average your performance and your strength.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll round that down. Oh, that's fine. 18.
18!
Oh, wow.
And some
There's like
fighting
a raise into a bicep curl, and then he like spins the girl around. It's like, oh well, this is lovely. We'll see you at another time. I think we might be related. Never mind.
The next is Dahlia.
Oh, Dahlia's not gonna like it at all because she hates crowds. But she's gonna try and use Yugi as like a ward of sort. Okay. 9.
I'm sorry, they're too busy looking at Darigan's impressive muscles that you get pushed back 10 feet.
No. Oh, God. Sorry.
10 feet.
Oh, 10 feet.
Lona. I mean, not Lona.
Lona's gone.
Where? He's at the party? What?
Tumau.
And then right next to Lona was Tumau. Tumau enters into the party, and he looks around, and he sees that it's going to be a bit difficult for him to navigate his way. He's just going to grab the nearest person that's dancing, and he's just going to dance his way.
Dance his way through?
Dance his way.
Nice.
See if that
Performance
cuts
check.
Natural 1.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Let's see how they do.
Oh, it's going to be amazing.
Oh no. You step on her foot.
Oh.
You step on her foot, and she
sorry.
she goes, what are you doing?
Okay. Ah.
Thankfully, the one.
1 hit point of damage.
It's obvious that you don't know that dance.
Hey, the lizard comes barreling through, and the lizard is right on your heels.
Oh no.
Round 6. This is Tumau's final round without having to make a roll. Can I get you to roll a 20-sided dice for me, please, Forgeling?
13.
13 is nothing.
Woo!
Which means the lizard catches up.
No!
Catches up to you.
Oh, that's not good.
You're in a large. The street has opened up.
Yep.
Right. Let's hear what everyone's doing. Forgeling, what are you doing?
I guess Darigan at the lead, he's really looking back at this point, and he's trying to survey the situation. Like, do we need to pull something to get them out?
Okay. Yep. Thank you.
Dahlia notices that Tumau isn't quite there with them, and she has this like inner conflict that she's got the owlbear, she can just go right now and finish this commission by herself and succeed, but then she looks back. I think she's stumped in a internal conflict. she hides to the side instead. She doesn't run away, but she doesn't go to help either.
Okay.
She hides off the side.
So our chase scene comes to an end then.
Yeah.
I'm going to set up. So our street, that's fine. We just leave everything there, it's fine. 2, 4, 6. So the street.
Oh no.
Darigan, you are well ahead of the others.
Go.
It was stopping to do that arrow, wasn't it, Ronnie?
Yep. Now he's drove himself into a pickle.
Oh dear. That lizard looks huge as well.
No.
Oh no.
Yugi.
Okay. Can I get a final perception roll from Dahlia and from Darigan?
7.
15.
15. Thank you. Darigan. The building in front of you, I don't know if you can see that. It's out of shot. We're going to be pushing and pulling our set around. Yeah?
Yep, looks good.
Good. Hey, Darigan. Standing above, running right in front of you, is how he got there before you. Who knows? Clearly lining up a shot. A bow.
Can I see where it's aimed?
over your head.
Oh, that's all right then.
So either towards Dahlia.
Oh, okay, no.
Or the owlbear, or one of the people at the rear. Now, really quickly to get so you understand more of the scene. Coffee shop. And right next to the coffee shop, a barber. Both closed. Over here is a large door of a wheelwright, someone who makes wheels. You can see through a window that there is still the donkey is in there still. There is a baker here and a cobbler over there. Okay, so that is what you have seen. Now, this scene is set. We're going to go into combat. Dahlia, you are by far the fastest.
Woohoo!
Our initiative order is going to go Dahlia, Tumau, and then Darigan, and then the villains, and then everyone else.
Okay.
You're on, Dahlia.
Dahlia, battling still whether to help or not, runs with the owlbear Yugi to
The moment that you get there, you see that a thief is in there waiting for you.
Oh, snap.
So you get right there,
Yep.
and there is a halfling thief sitting in there.
Then, okay, she sees it and she has to fight. So she takes out her quarterstaff is quite cute because it like,
Hey!
Yeah. So she just takes it out, so that's why she can do her awesome roly-poly earlier. She goes, and she goes bonk on the head. 22?
Ouch!
With, I can't remember the damage of it. Oh, yes, it's right here. Blood Mao. 6 damage. And because she's a monk, she can do an unarmed punch. Yeah, and she bonk, boom, into a punch. That doesn't, 7, 18. That doesn't hit.
What'd you get?
A 10.
No, you don't hit. Okay, that's your turn. Tumau.
Tumau wants to again do exactly like after seeing that. I want to try and lure the giant lizard away from Albert and away from this attention here, but try and lure them into a closer proximity, like an alleyway. So
you head over to the alleyway.
Yeah.
And exactly the same thing. There is waiting for you again. Another thief waiting for you.
Just before the thief strikes, Tumau grabs Salafai, one of his steel, and then and then is ready for any kind of retaliation. But then just before that happens, he just wants to kick him, kick him backwards. So just to kick him backwards into the alleyway so he can just kind of evade as best as possible. Can I kick?
Can I kick it?
Can I kick it? Yes, I can with 11 plus.
You're kicking, you're good at that, so it's your proficiency plus your strength modifier. It's good, it's gonna be good enough.
Nice.
Yep. Kick is only gonna do 1 to 2 damage.
Okay.
Plus your strength modifier if you want to hurt him.
No, I just want to get him out of the way. Like I'm trying to lead these ones away.
You want to push it back.
Yeah,
okay.
Push it back and then just kind of jump up. Hopefully, yeah.
And then what?
Well, I'm trying to use him to boost myself up, maybe onto the roof here.
And get onto the roof?
Yep,
Sure, why not? Go for it.
Roof.
Make an athletics roll.
Ooh, 8 plus athletics 4, 12.
All right, you're not all the way up, but you're halfway up. Okay, thank you. Forgeling, what you doing, buddy?
So Darigan's going to take note of that figure who's lining up the shot, and he's going to turn around and face the lizard. He's going to move towards where Dahlia, that corner which Dahlia was going in.
Yeah.
Really, with the intent of protecting the owlbear.
Okay.
Also, what are your rules on speech during combat?
Go for it.
Just free reign?
Go.
Okay, so
if it's going too long, I'll tell you.
Okay, thank you. He's gonna he's going to address the crowd who's pursuing, and just go, all right, we're all the same. We're all from the same business. Nobody needs to die today.
Okay, great. That sounds like you're trying to do some persuasion.
I'd say so.
Well, go for it.
18.
Whoa! Oh wow! Well, you definitely are convincing, for sure. Okay, their turn. Oops. The man wearing a red mask.
Oh, just before you do, could you push me up to the Albert corner?
Yeah.
Like this. 1.
Thank you kindly.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great. Takes a shot. One of the thieves that was pursuing you takes an arrow in the left eye.
Oh!
And is gone.
Oh wow.
The person, and now your back is to it. You're not even aware of what's going on. The big guy with all the muscles and the huge sword says, Grey Falls troops are here. Get the owlbear before they do. And moves over to the owlbear and grabs it.
No.
The lizard stands still, and everyone else just huddles around.
No.
Huddles around. It grabs the owlbear, and he grabs it and successfully does so.
No, what?
The owlbear turns around and bites him.
Oh, nice. Get him, Yugi.
Yugi misses. It just clamps onto the armor of this red armored muscle man.
Look at him.
Ronnie.
Yes.
The thief in front of you.
Yep.
You're climbing up, pulls out a throwing knife, and goes and flicks a throwing knife at you. Natural 20.
Wait.
Oh, just as Tumau's just reaching for like the ledge, he just gets it right in the kind of in the shoulder blade, and he just and he winces back.
3. Terrible roll though. Only 5 hit points after all that.
I can deal with that.
It was terrible. Hey, Yugi is grabbed. You got a whole bunch of people around. Now, the other thing that happens is some more mooks enter the fray. Coming around this corner here, around the corner near where Darigan was.
Oh my god.
And start charging forward. Okay, Dahlia.
So Yugi is no longer on Dahlia's back. Am I
correct?
Right? All right. So, but as they take Yugi away, I want Dahlia to kind of turn towards the guy who took it, and okay, how do I explain it? And okay, wait, she was facing the other way, and so she's gonna backflip onto his shoulders.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So,
acrobatics away.
22?
Boomba!
Yeah, so she sits on his shoulders.
Now, as you do that, the little halfling thief next to you flicks a knife off. As you turn your back on it, gets a 16.
Hits. All right, as I go.
Great. You are flanked, so it gets sneak attack damage on.
Oh, damn
it. More terrible rolls. 5 hit points as well.
All right, okay. Doable. All right, and as she's there, I'm gonna spend 1 key point to do a flurry of blows, so I can do 2 unarmed.
Go.
And so she goes right through the throat.
Okay.
Nice.
19. 10 plus 5? Is that right? 15?
Yep.
The first one hits.
Okay, first one hits.
This is for the big, strong guy, right?
Yes.
Roll damage to see if you do enough for...
What would damage be for that?
Your unarmed attacks are a
D6? Yeah.
plus your dexterity modifier.
8.
Oh.
8 is the magic number.
I'm sorry, you didn't do enough damage in the round for him to drop Yugi.
All right, well, I'm still there. I'm holding on to him.
You're on his shoulders.
I'm trying to, I'm trying to.
Okay. Tumau.
Tumau wants to. So he's halfway up the building?
Yeah.
Is there a way he can just lift himself?
Oh, yeah.
Right up. He lifts himself up, sees the trouble here, and he just wants to take a spot on that corner and see if he can just let an arrow go into the back of this guy.
Into the guy with...
Big red.
Big red?
Chief.
Big red. We'll hold Big
Chief.
Red.
Big red chief. Okay. 16 plus, what am I,
You're plus 5 with the bow, aren't you?
Yep, with the 5 with the bow, yes, 21.
You hit him right below where Dahlia is sitting. Roll it.
It's a 1d8 plus 3, 4 plus 3, 7.
Ow. I'll again roll to see. Tell you what. At the end of a round, I'll see how much total damage he's done, and then I'll make the call. Okay. Darigan, your turn, buddy.
Darigan's going to take a moment, seeing he's now has an enemy in front of him and to the right of him, correct?
Yeah. So you've got an enemy right to the Yep.
Right. Big red.
Yeah, big red.
And who's that to my right? Is that?
This here is Dahlia.
Dahlia.
She's actually on top of his shoulders, but I can't display that very well.
Right. Okay. Seeing as he seems to be fairly incapacitated, Darigan's going to see where Yugi is.
Yugi is being held, is being grabbed by Big Red.
Can I occupy that square?
Yeah, you can try to, for sure.
Excellent. I would like to occupy that square and really convey to the surrounding people that I gave you a chance. And he's going to draw this I guess hacked at looking sword out of the scabbard, and he's going to give it one twist above his head and then come straight down onto the first one in front of his leg.
Ooh. Okay, go for it.
So that is 14.
Yeah, who are you going for? Are you going for one of the mooks, or are you going for Big Red?
Going for one of the mooks.
That hits the mook for sure.
Okay, so that is a total of 10 damage.
And it is gone.
Oh, it's like, oh no, I didn't mean to take it off. I just want, oh no. It was just.
Hey, so Darigan, behind you,
yep,
this little thief jumps on you and stabs you in the back.
Okay.
With a 19 to hit.
19 does hit.
Sneak attack damage. That's a little bit better. 9 hit points of damage.
Okay, so it gets reduced because of his feet, and he only takes 6.
Oh, mighty!
Wow.
Nice.
The other mook next to you swings for Dahlia.
She's like,
gets a 12.
Miss.
Nice.
The Big Red drops Yugi.
Yeah.
Yay!
So Yugi is right next to you, Darigan. Yep, over there. I started making Yugi's voices, but I don't need to. We got someone doing that for us. And Big Red will grab you, Dahlia.
Yep.
Grab you.
Okay.
Which I'm going to say is an unarmed attack at advantage, because it's pretty hard for him not.
Yeah.
You're right.
I'm already there.
And then he is going to try to throw you.
Go on.
Oh no!
18.
He throws me.
Strength check, please.
Strength. Ooh, 15.
He doesn't get you off.
Yay!
Your legs are around his, and he just tries in vain to get rid of you.
Too strong.
Yeah.
So with his second attack, he pulls his with his sword. He swings for Darigan. At advantage because you are flanked.
Okay.
22.
Yes, that is a collision.
13 13 hit points of damage. Darigan is taking a pummeling.
Yikes!
So once again, small reduction. It will still be 10. And that is all of his bonus hit points gone.
Do we have anyone healing from the chat?
Heal me! Boosts in chat will heal.
Boosts in the chat, please. All right.
Okay, so then this halfling that was in the corridor with you, Tumau, attempts to climb up and fails. There's something about this that's really slippery. Clearly, these guards here, you hear them shout, "For Greyfell!" 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And boom, both attack Big Red.
Wow.
Whoa.
All right.
But do uselessly. The lizard jumps in.
Oh God, the lizard!
The lizard jumps in, mauling the guards, the thieves that have just run into it. Yugi runs.
Oh no, little baby, no!
2, 3, 4.
No, go, come back.
Yugi runs away.
No.
You got away.
Dahlia.
All right, Dahlia is on the shoulders of Big Red. Okay, so imagine these are the legs, right?
Yeah.
She kind of falls forward to do a roll onto the floor, and her feet grab on and hopefully flips.
Okay.
So
Nice.
She's gonna try and flip him. As she goes, oh no! She just.
You've already got him grappled.
Okay.
So I'm going to say that he's going to make a strength saving throw to avoid that.
Okay.
And I'm going to make up that number. Required is 8 plus your proficiency plus your dexterity modifier.
8 plus my proficiency.
Which is
2 plus
your dex modifier.
3.
Okay, so I'm going to say he has a 13.
Okay.
Saving throw to avoid, and I rolled a 3!
Yay!
So she like whoop boom, and so he fully like.
He is on the ground.
Drag, take that, boost,
Yeah.
professional wrestler up
Technically,
in
he
here.
should be like here. Woof.
Okay.
He kind of went doof, and so he's on the ground.
He's on the ground.
Right?
Yeah.
Cool. And she, Dahlia, is going to make an unarmed move to just stomp on him.
Stomp on him. Unarmed attack. Go for it.
Stomp on him. 15.
Sorry, you need a 16
All right.
to hit him.
Stomp and move. She's gonna move.
Okay.
Walk over him. to the
And
side.
you get 2 opportunity attacks as you go past.
Oh snap!
You get 1 from
You're
the
right.
mook.
Actually, wait. Yeah, all right.
1 from the mook,
Yeah, okay.
who gets a whopping 18 to hit you.
Yeah, that hits.
His blade does 2 hit points damage. Useless.
Okay.
And then as you go past the fallen Big Red, he swings out with his sword.
Douche.
He gets a 13.
Miss. She's
You
too
are lucky.
How do I roll?
So stealthy.
So
8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then she gets to Yugi, and she's going to pick it up eventually. But I don't
I
think.
want you to make a perception roll.
Oh, all right. 13 plus 2, 15.
Okay. As you're running, your eyes see the figure on the corner there.
Oh.
I need some ominous music, please.
Oh my.
Casting you back to a day 5 years ago.
Oh.
5 years ago. The worst day of your life.
No, don't do this to me.
When everything fell apart. And there was your sister on the job that was supposed to be hers. And it seemed like time stopped as the arrow punctured her left side. And due to your training, knowing to follow that line of sight of where the arrow came from, before even looking after your sister, you saw on a building 100 feet away a man with a red mask on and a bow. with someone standing next to them.
Oh.
And that is the same red masked figure as is on this corner here, with a bow stretched back. And that's that turn. Back to the other music. Tumau.
Tumau.
Sorry.
Sorry.
No, you can't. Okay, Tumau.
No. Tumau, seeing the commotion here, has his eyes set on this beast here. And knowing that he's quite good at animal handling, he thinks in his mind, I want to get on top of that lizard and see if I can just wield it and help me knock down a few people. So that's what he's going to do. He's going to like try and flip off the roof and time it. Just as that lizard comes right underneath him, he's going to tally-ho onto it.
Hey, look.
Oh,
It's only 10 feet away. You got an elevation, right? You can easily make that jump.
Yeah.
So we need an athletics roll. It's going to be athletics. Roll first.
Athletics.
Come on, baby.
Here it comes. Come on, athletics. Hit me with the 9 plus 4.
You've also got
13 plus.
Inspiration, man.
And inspiration, yes. Can I use my
You can try the inspiration.
Okay. No, that's not gonna do it.
13.
Okay.
13.
13.
Make it.
I'm gonna make a dex save on the creature to see if it avoids you. I rolled a 5.
Nice.
So you are on the creature's back. And now hit me with that animal handling roll.
Animal handling. Come on. 14 plus 4.
What the
18. Is it?
And you are now in control of a giant lizard.
Oh my gosh, how the tables have turned.
Hello there, my friend.
Darigan.
Yep.
You're up, buddy.
Now angered by the fact that these people are fighting back and they're fighting properly. He didn't intend to kill this guy. It was just it was bad. He looks down at this guy who's now missing a leg and he's like, okay. And then he's going to take his sword and he's going to go straight for an uppercut to the first one just in front of him again.
Yep. Okay.
For a 16.
You hit.
All right, so the sword collides with the underside of his body and you're going to do another 10 damage.
Another 10 damage. And it is gone as well.
He's then going to use his action surge.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
To take a second attack on the rogue figure behind him.
You turn around. Yeah, great.
Zing. And we're going to hit that one for a 12.
12 is not good enough.
I might use that inspiration then.
Okay.
And we're going to go for a 15.
Yeah.
That does connect.
There we go.
Excellent. So this time it's going to be a 2 and a 4, but we're going to re-roll the 2s because of Great Weapon Master, and he's going to get hit for a 12.
And the halfling is gone as well. Boom!
So as the blade slides up through one figure, he comes back, and this time he strikes straight to the face with the crossguard of the blade, puncturing through its the front of his skull. He's then going to take the moment to start running after Dahlia. Well, not running, but walking after Dahlia, moving after Dahlia, in hopes to try and get to Yugi as well.
You do. Excellent. And because Big Red had already used his opportunity attack to attack Dahlia, he can't attack you.
Well done.
Excellent.
Darigan, a strange thing happens. As you get up to Yugi, warmth comes over you. And thanks to the boost from our audience, you get 10 more hit points.
Aye. Not dying today.
Not today.
Not today.
Not today.
Not today, mate.
Hey, so that's you guys. Yugi though skedaddles around the corner. Actually, no. Yugi senses Yugi that climbs up Dahlia.
Oh.
And Yugi is big. Imagine like an adolescent panda.
Like a panda. It's like a panda.
Dahlia's hair gets yanked, taking her out of her flashback. Like, oh, what's happening?
Hey, the these two in front of you go either side of the lizard. And they both attack you, Tumau. They're flanking you, so they're at advantage.
Wait, I'm just...
The first one, 19.
That hits.
The second one, 19.
That hits too.
Are you going down?
We'll see.
A total between the two hits of 8 hit points.
8. Tumau feels them coming for the lizard. He doesn't know whether it's for him or for the lizard, but he's just trying to steer the lizard away from them, and he wants to use the lizard to follow these two. But along the way, trample on this one, on Big Red, along the way.
That'll be when it's your turn. It's their turn first. We're still finishing their turn.
Too excited.
After
this guy here with the bow doesn't seems to be pointing it in this direction. Let's loose. Oh my goodness. And the thief on the side of next to you, Tumau, again, in the left eye. Gone.
Same thing, left eye.
Big Red stands up, sees what's going on, and goes into this alleyway. Yeah. Swears loudly and moves for cover in this small alleyway. The halfling thief that had climbed the other side now does not shoots, takes a hand crossbow out and shoots at Big Red. Missing. That is their turn. Okay. Dahlia.
Dahlia, after connecting some dots, well, just one dot really in her head, after seeing the masked figure, she is reminded of her sister's death that she blames herself for. And so, as she's thinking of it, she is momentarily taken out of it because a Yugi starts climbing on her, and Dahlia's instinct is to run. So she's gonna...
You boost it.
I boost like as fast away as I can away from the wall.
And you flee.
And I flee with Yugi.
With Yugi, thank you. Ronnie. What's Tumau doing?
Tumau, seeing, wanting to gain control after his really awesome handling.
You've got control. You got it, Ronnie.
And he just wants to, kind of almost swing. He, naturally, he connects with this beast. And as the beast kind of moves, he also moves with it. And just kind of almost wielding his butt to tell the beast to swing its tail around and smack this one right on the... And, it's really, real cool movement. He's like, I miss being with wild animals. All right, sweet. And then can I?
Yeah, do it.
Sweet.
Well,
come on. 13 plus animal handling. 4, 17.
Why not? Now, you won't be able to see this very well. I'll just turn this around so you can see it better. It has vicious spikes on the end of its tail and serrated fins along the thing. So the tail slaps and slices. 2d6 damage.
9.
And the thief is dead.
And just as the tail swings by, and Tumau says, "Well, he didn't live to tell their tale." And it just makes his way towards. He wants to follow his friends on the lizard.
You can get all the way around the corner. Darigan, what you doing?
Darigan's gonna run after them as well. His head is very much on keeping Yugi safe at this point.
Excellent. And moments later, you find yourself in the darkness of the streets, no pursuit.
Right.
Yeah, all
right. Darigan's going to take a quick moment to mention the fact that, I'm not sure if you guys are aware of those shots, but I think I know who's after us, or them. I don't know, he didn't really attack us, did he?
Dahlia doesn't hear it because she's replaying now the scene of her sister getting shot getting shot by the masked figure over and over again in her head, and she's standing up against in a wall in the alleyways in a shadow, and yeah, she's not listening.
Right. Noticing that Dahlia's disassociating, it's going to turn to Tumau and say, oh, right, yeah, lizard. Okay. Yeah, so he was watching us back at the barn. The barn? The building. And he's been following us for a while now. But it's a mercenary known as One Eye. He's a bit of a he's a weird guy. He's got a thing for eyes. I mean, the name, he's not imaginative. Most of us come up with a nickname at some point, but his was a bit lame. But yeah, weird lad.
Tumau kind of nods in hearing this information from Darigan, and he also relays that I think whoever that person was is not alone. There was another one in the alleyway, and they almost got me as I was trying to climb up on the roof there. I just think we're gonna have some company along the way. So you know them quite well?
I wouldn't say I know them well. I'd say that we run in the same. Well, I know half the blokes. I think I know the guy that cut the leg off. I've seen him around taverns at least. It's not a good feeling. We're all running in tight circles, mate.
I don't like it when circles tighten more than I can handle. I want it to be.
Dahlia wipes a tear quickly and holds onto Yugi, and tries to get her head on straight. And she's like,
"You're right there.
We have. Shut up."
She didn't mean that.
And she just clocks the fact that there's a freaking lizard there.
Where the hell did you get that?
This is my friend Lizzie.
Where are you got the enemies at?
It's not. Don't talk like that around her. She can sense a lot of things, okay? Especially words. Sorry, Lizzie.
Wait, do I get an animal?
Yeah, you can have Tumau. Tumau's an animal. You can have him.
Sorry, I'm too wild for you. No, this is.
Yeah, I don't want to ride him.
All right.
Shut up. Wait. We have to go now. We have to go to the docks at dawn.
Oh yeah, the docks.
I'm not gonna make the same mistake. I'm not.
What?
We have to go now.
You're acting weird.
You're acting weird.
No, you're not. You're just. Are you what? Is it because of my lizard? Is it Liz?
Yeah, it's because you're damn lizard.
Don't worry about it. Do you think we can sneak a lizard onto a boat?
No. Let the lizard run free. I don't know. Let it go run wild in stern ward or whatever, but we have to go to the docks.
I mean, I'd sell it if I was you.
I'm not going to botch this job, all right? And if you two are going to be very incompetent little talkative boys, then I don't want to work with you.
Incompetent? I don't know what you mean by incompetent. We did fine back then.
Do you know this thing has 4 legs and a great whipping tail? I reckon it's incompetent.
I'm not talking about the damn lizard.
You're getting real abrasive all of a sudden. What's going on?
Hey.
Dahlia feels attacked. She came out here to have a good time, and she's feeling attacked.
Hey, listen, we got what we came here for. The question is, how do we get it back to where it needs to go?
Well, we just need to find the dogs again. All right? And I guess because you've had your giant lizard, I guess you can steer away any problems, any more pursuits. But I'm gonna. She tries to find if there's crates nearby, or if they've got tarp on them or something. She's gonna try and put cover up Yugi somehow, and just make sure that Yugi doesn't look like an owlbear. Just a backpack maybe. Just try and disguise the owlbear, because she doesn't want anyone to take it.
That looks like you got a massive tumor.
You look like you've got a massive tumor.
Oh, yeah, look at these big boys, eh? That's nothing but a compliment.
Dahlia rolls her eyes.
Oh, no, but seriously, let's get down to the docks.
Okay, so this is my understanding. You're going to try to fashion out of what you can find around you
Yeah.
a way of concealing Yugi.
Yeah. It looks like a giant backpack.
Like an adolescent panda-sized
backpack. Like I'm a hiker, you know, like
a big backpack. All right.
yeah.
Well, do you know what? The best person at doing that kind of scavenging is Tumau. He specializes in that.
Tumau, is he wanting to look? Okay, Tumau looks around for something that could actually help.
Just describe whatever you want to find.
Tumau has this wild idea of just having using the lizard as kind of like a mule. As in, like, to find a box that they can strap onto the lizard and carry owlbear in it. Looks like we're carrying a load of things. Although the lizard is big, he's convinced that he can get it somehow past everyone and everything, and it can help him later on. So
Dahlia wants the question, like, are these lizards like common here in Aratai?
No, they are not. They are
don't you-
uncommon.
Don't you think this will draw attention?
if we are out in the open, but for me, I think we're going to be moving in the shadows, and we need something to move first, and to carry something as big as an owlbear.
Yeah, but maybe we should disguise it too, like.
Yeah, that's why I put a little cloth on top of its head. Look. See, just looks like another citizen of Aratai. What's that? It's okay. She doesn't understand what we understand. Okay.
Hey, all right. Whoever wants to try to make a disguise roll, if you are skilled in disguise, you may add your proficiency. Who's doing this? Is anyone good at this?
I don't think I'm good at disguise, but no.
Forgeling, you any good at it?
No, I don't believe that I am.
Nah, I'm not. I'm definitely not.
Like,
Dice help
he's sort
me.
of standing back and he's like framing it up. Trying to think,
Are you gonna try?
You gonna try it,
I'm
buddy?
gonna try. 10
All right.
plus nothing.
Cool. Excellent. That's really awesome. Okay, so as you start heading down, a few minutes later, cut scene, right?
Yep.
Cut scene. A few minutes later, walking down so inconspicuously down the alley. You got the lizard walking like this. On its back, a box. And out of the box, you hear some sounds of an owlbear moaning, wondering why it's been placed in a box. It is not an inspired.
It's all right, Grandma.
This is the dumbest. We're supposed to be quiet, but this owlbear's making too many sounds.
I'm sorry, you're right. Should we just ditch this whole thing and just try and carry
you
it?
think?
Okay, it just worked out better in my mind.
Of course, a lot of things work out. Hey, remember that time in that family reunion when you thought it would be really funny if we could go on
Stop
Uncle
doing
Colin
that. I told you
to,
we
like-
can't talk about that in front, especially. Sorry, my lizard friend. I'll have to let you go.
maybe if we make the same noises, it'll disguise those noises. It starts making like random lizard noises.
Dahlia's so shy now. And she just goes,
Look, Luna. Tumau thinks it's a lot better than for the mission to actually just let go of his friend and just has a moment with Lizzie. As pets, Lizzie says, "I can't go any further with you. It's okay. No, it's all right. I'll see you again." Tap tap.
whoa, wait, the owlbear's still
Wait. Now go.
Okay, Lizzie just kind of cocks her head and goes and skimpers away.
Little tear.
That lizard's gonna.
As it goes around the corner, it kind of climbs up the wall
Oh my god.
onto the roof. It's like a giant gecko.
Oh Jesus.
She's so beautiful. I know.
Oh.
I don't like any of that.
I feel like that's gonna definitely like do some damage around the city.
No. She'll probably just find a nice little nest and lay many eggs. That's all.
Yuck. All right.
Off to the docks.
Head off to the docks. Oh, I'm so glad that I got some good rolls.
Oh no.
Going through the alleyways with Yugi in your arms or trailing next to you.
In my arms.
You're doing well, moving through. Some of you were wounded.
Ow.
But all the commotion with trying to hide Yugi and all that kind of stuff meant that you were all oblivious of people moving in front of you. And as you come to the end of an alley, and the other alley that you're going to is across the road, and as you enter the small open space, the ambushers were waiting for you.
Oh, damn it.
And arrows, 3 arrows, 1 for each of you, at advantage, come out of the darkness.
Oh.
Dahlia. I actually didn't get a good roll.
Oh.
I got a 14.
Miss.
Bing! Tumau. 23.
Yep, that hits really big.
You haven't been healed yet, have you?
Nope.
No healing on us. Anybody in chat? Please? Woody, please?
Tumau, you get hit. Oh, with a sneak attack, this is how much I rolled.
Oh. That is very lucky.
Oh, that's
6.
still not good. Still not good.
And Darigan. Oh! 23.
Oy.
Yep.
With the sneak attack damage, yours is a lot worse, I'm afraid, my friend.
Oh.
You take 14.
Hoi, babe.
Whoa.
Are those boosts? Come on, baby.
And one of them. Oh! Healing comes through.
Oh.
Whoever's in chat, whoever just gave that
Thank you.
healing.
Whoa.
Dixon, thank you.
Oh, Dixon,
love you.
go on.
Thank you, Dixon.
Thank you. Who is it for?
We'll split it between the two of you.
Okay.
5 hit points go to Tumau, and 5 hit points go to Darigan.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And then,
Beautiful.
but one of the 3 of them, Darigan, it's you.
Yep.
As the arrow pierces your calf,
Ah!
you feel a poison,
Oh, no.
enter your bloodstream.
Oh, you silly boy.
Oh, no.
Oh, dear. Alright. Well, I'm not gonna be. Oh, no.
And to see how bad it is, make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, dear. 8.
Oh.
And it's like your heart just stops.
Oh.
Oh.
And he falls to the ground in front of you.
Oh, no.
Gunk.
Dahlia sees it go down, and instead of seeing Darigan, she sees Reka, her sister, fall down to the ground, and she follows she does the same thing where she follows where the ambusher was, and so she looks over to where the arrow came from.
A man with a red mask.
Oh God, it's happening again. Oh.
Across the road, a man, a beggar, with a staff in his hand, says, "Run! Run! I'll take you the next road! Run! Run!"
Like a bit of a chill just crawls up Tumau's as he sees Darigan almost, well, collapse in front of him, and he doesn't like being in this position of like, oh, there's something or someone hunting them now. And he's always seemed to be ahead of these people, but then so he just sees the old man, looks at Dahlia, grabs Dahlia, and then just
Darigan!
And books it.
Yeah, books it, and making sure that Owlbear's with him as well.
She tries to get Darigan.
You try to grab Darigan, go for it.
Ooh, plus anything? Strength? No, to 11.
11. I'm sorry, Darigan, you are left behind.
Ah, boo! Boo!
Why did you do that?
Because she's trying to get out of there.
As you are pulled into the alley, where
But Dahlia's screaming, not screaming, no, sorry, she's not screaming, but she feels like she's leaving her sister behind, so she's very unhappy about being taken.
And behind, on top of the rooftops of Aratai, people with bows stand up all along, start moving to try to find a shot into the alleyway. More than you can count. As you head into the alleyway, there's a vague recollection that you've met this old man before, but you're just kind of in a daze. You don't really recognize him at the moment, and that is where we will finish today's episode.
No, what? Ah!
Well done.
Well done. Oh, Darigan.
Who's your man?
Darigan.
Ah, it's alright. He's got to sleep sometime, doesn't he?
No.
It wasn't intended. We promise we will.
Not holding it against you. Don't worry, mate.
Totally holding it against you.
Hey, thanks, guys. That was a truckload of fun.
That was so good.
How you feeling?
Woo!
Like I've just been on a marathon run.
That was part of it.
How you doing, Forgeling? How you doing?
Sure, Forgeling.
Yeah, oh, mate, this is great. I'm loving this. Great pace.
Oh, it's so fun.
Thank you. We have a lot of fun. I love Darigan. I think he's such a cool character.
Come on.
I love the reluctance to the violence. That's cool.
Yeah, just not even flinching. Just sing. There goes his leg.
Oh, no, why? Oh, this is
my boy. Father help.
I'm sorry.
Hey, we're gonna hang around and chat after the credits for a little while, but let's wrap things up for now. So, hey, thanks. If you're new to our channel, please hit us with a follow. Hit us with a subscribe. If you're watching us on YouTube, hit the subscribe, leave comments, share it with everyone in the world. We really love all you guys. Thanks to all of our followers, our supporters. So let's mention some of the people that we like. Let's start with our Patreons.
Yes, our Patreons this week. Remember, like I said before, you're going to get a behind the scenes. That's for our lore legends and our world builders, of course. And don't forget, if you are a Patreon with us, then of course you will get a discount in our merchandise shop. Woo!
And speaking of merchandise, Whānau, we've got a whole bunch of really amazing merchandise available from all of us, with all our beautiful faces on it, from Dice Legenz to also our Aratai symbol, our guard symbols there. So get amongst it, and also really awesome and important to mention that products are created on demand in studios all over the world, and actually supports local industry, faster delivery, better for our ngāhere, our environment. So get amongst it, Whānau. That's us.
And we had two sponsors today with us. We had our wonderful friends from BDND! BDND! And they sell all the coolest modules and books, DM screens.
Yo, they got dice.
How many dice?
So much dice. They got like 22-page worth of dice, probably more now. I feel like I visited the site last week, and I was like, ooh, I haven't seen these dice before. So yeah, this is where I got my D20s and everything else. And they served me right today.
Yo.
As well. Got the first D20 of the game.
And also available from them as well, if you want to bring your figurines, your world, your D&D universe to life, hit them up for some paints. They can. This is really well done. I really love the details in some of the paints here. I wish I could paint as best as them. But yeah, aside from paints, board games as well. What am I missing?
Magic of the Gathering.
Magic of the Gathering.
Yeah. If you play that old game, go on.
And our other sponsor is the people we love from Bespoke Boutique, who make really cool stuff. This is custom made for us.
The hexagon. Oh, the
This
worst
is
shape.
a mug for Reylene that was made,
Yeah.
and player journals.
Nice girl.
And one of the viewers, we didn't see because we were too busy having our break. One of you viewers won. Can you put it up in chat again? Who won the challenge? Forgeling created our challenge today.
Yeah.
Which was
Thank you, Forgeling.
to create a little dish of Aratai. There were a lot of really cool ones. I don't know how on earth our moderators managed to choose from that. Thanks. Hey, I should mention one thing about BD&D. If you use the code Dice Legenz, all one word, Dice Legenz, then you get a 10% discount. So please use that code, Dice Legenz, at BD&D. And head over to BespokeBoutique.nz. They have got cool stuff that they're going to make for you.
Oh, they've just announced the winner. Woo!
Quick look.
Can you read it for us?
Dixon!
Hey!
Thank you, Dixon.
What's that dish?
It's called Blessing of the Earth and Sea. A simple dish with a whole apple sliced similarly to an onion, so it fans out and makes petals with a cinnamon butter over it. Ooh. Then baked around the apple petals is a ring of a large peeled shrimp, and also seasoned with a bit of cayenne. Then baked. It is traditionally eaten, taking an apple petal and placing a shrimp on top.
Nice.
Then eating them together.
Nice.
That's beautiful.
Thank you for that.
Lovely.
Hey, also,
Like a blooming onion, but like blooming apple.
thanks to our moderators, thanks to our crew, thanks Jason, thanks Declan. You guys are wonderful. And if you could put up on screen some pictures of the other guests that we have for our Shadows of Aratai series. So, as well as the wonderful Forgeling. Next week we have Robert Hartley GM joining us.
Let's go. Justice for Chester. Hashtag.
And the week after that, we have the magnificent Mindari.
Oh, yes, Mindari.
And the week after that, the final week for the finale, we have Fall Cosplay.
Woo!
Who is your fellow actor in One for All?
Yes. She's a very talented figure, so you're very lucky to have her.
Oh.
She's brilliant. We're really looking forward to it. Hey.
I mean, actually, you can say that about every one of the guests. Like, I love all these four. They're wonderful, and it's a pleasure to work with you guys today. It's been an absolute treat.
It's been so much fun. Hey, so we've really loved having you with us. We've really loved your character. Can you please? I know you did a bit of a shout out at the beginning about One for All, but if you could do that as well for us, please.
Oh, by all means. One for All is a D&D comedic show based on Deerstalker's channel on YouTube. We're just releasing season 5 with the help of Screen Australia funding. So hit us up on our last, our first episode of the season. We released a couple of days ago, and we're going to do another one next week. So drop a like, drop a subscribe. We put a lot of effort in, and Deerstalker's a wonderful people to work for.
Yeah, really funny.
Oh, it's so funny.
So funny.
It's hilarious.
I want to watch it.
Yeah,
they are brilliant. Antreus. Did you know I looked up your character name, Antreus?
Yeah.
Have you in the street what's the urban dictionary?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Have you seen what your character's name means in the urban dictionary?
No, am I allowed to read? Like, look at it?
Do it now. Read it.
Your name, the name of your character, Antreus, in the urban dictionary is a godlikely handsome man.
Like divine being.
I mean, look at him though.
Look at him.
Just by the heavens.
Isn't that
Put that in there.
Hey,
Antreus.
it's been so nice having you with us. Thank you so much.
It's been a real treat, guys. What an exciting kickoff to a wonderful campaign.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Thank you so much.
So what we're going to do now, thank you for all our followers, thank you for all the subs. We're going to hang around with and do a bit of chat if you're live with us. But there's something we sometimes say to encourage people at the end of our show.
Of course. Yes. If you haven't already, go play some D&D.
Absolutely.
If you have friends that know it, then go to them. If you don't, then there's communities online that absolutely will cater to that, and they'll be like, hey, you want to play in a campaign?
I want to play in a game.
Let's just all meet up on like Facebook Messenger or Zoom or whatnot. And then, or with your flatmates, with your friends, with your mom, your dad, your grandma, your grandpa.
And honestly, anyone can play. Just like what Reylene said, is really cool because it's not prejudiced at any age. Like I've realized, I bumped into a couple just the other day at Rebel Sports, and they even said, "Hey, you guys are on the D&D thing," and I'm like, "Yeah!"
Hey.
Because we love it, and like they were like they were all saying that they followed our storyline, and they said it's real cool being able to watch it as a family as well.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, that's right. D&D does that for a lot of us. So get amongst it, whānau.
Yeah.
Honestly, buy some dices, gather around with friends. There's a place here in Christchurch called Slice and Dice. Is that what it is? Dice and Slice.
Yeah.
Where like it's like a pizza joint where everyone goes and play games, but you can also play D&D there as well.
yeah.
So find little joints like that and get along and get amongst it. Buy some dice. That's the best part.
Yeah.
Ask Reylene. She's got 1 million sets already.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
I'm a dice goblin.
We've covered everything. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We will see you all next week. All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See you in the shadows.
Oh.
Look at me.